challenger.
Like who else is fucking?
Get ready for the next battle.
Your body like this. Your body like this. Your body like this.
I'm so follow your body, yeah.
Your body like this.
Just come over into the light in me.
Your body like this.
Call my name instead of dreaming. Dreams that I had is real.
Round one.
Speak as I'm inside. Take a look at fingertip. 'Cause it's no one's fault. Someone that's agreed. And if the love rise, now all we gotta do is agree. All we gotta do is agree. Except, where is it? It's closing. Close to me. Something gets used to it. Somehow it just let it be. Except, where is it? It's closing. Close to me. Something gets used to it. Somehow it just let it be. Call my name instead of dreaming. On my way, it's getting dark. Speak as hard as I can. Before I go deep into dark. 'Cause it's no one's fault. Someone had to read it. And if the love rise, now all we gotta do is agree. All we gotta do is somehow it just let it be.
I'ma call you Mrs. Hero.
New challenger.
Niggas been talking funny, so I'm gunning. That nigga don't talk no gun, that boy is fine.
Love bitches.
Niggas be stunting like they
Oh.
up to something. When I'm on ghost and no show, these little niggas rolling.
Hello.
Nigga don't run this shit, but he can't show nothing.
Girl, I was gonna go get food, but honey, I got on Panda Express's website to like do the pickup option. I said, oh. So I you know, it's being delivered. I gave a $10 tip because I am pretty far. But
Him up and when I hustle. That ringy-dink job,
Right. No, no, no. You tried though, girl. Are you on Tekken? People still play her? Are they good? You know what's crazy is I won't watch the anime stuff, but on YouTube it be showing me the Boruto stuff, and I sure do be watching the minute video. No, I actually have to get Miss Tekken instead of Miss June. Play it for a month and drop her.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
You ain't got an infinite impact. He does, yeah.
Your fucking friend instead of glamour. I laugh it off, no, I got more glamour. I just laugh it off, no, I will not answer. Tell you not to call hysterical glamour. I laugh it off, hysterical glamour. I laugh it off, no, I got more glamour. I just laugh it off, no, I will not answer.
Tell you not to it's a Lamborghini, not a Benz. Try to come around looking for love, it's not here. Anytime you hit me, I was never not there. I don't wanna fight, I wanna take you to Chanel. Can I tell you something? I just hope you never tell. Said you was a dub, I meant to say you was a 10. I don't wanna do this shit again, oh man. I don't wanna do this shit again, not again. Listen, baby, this a Lamborghini, not a Benz. I don't even get the time to fuck you on the weekends. Anytime you pull up on me, baby, it's a secret. I don't wanna fight, I wanna fuck you in Chanel.
Must be annoying.
Tell me that I'm not real. How you telling everybody, calling it a secret? Yeah, I know they wanna score on me, I'm playing defense. Stay away from the fakes. My niggas stay away from the jakes. Heard them talking about they wanna put my name on a plate, but I ain't one. I just hope you niggas wear a hoodie when the rain comes. I just hope you niggas don't think you really stainless. I just hope my niggas don't ever change on me. Oh, you really think you so official? I'm the same one. They been telling me I fell off since I came up. Baby girl, listen, you're way better than a bartender. Told my niggas just 10 toes, stand tall, yeah. No, my niggas won't never.
It's about time you popped that damn infinite empire. I've been fishing for it.
We tried to find 9 to 5s, but we was all felons. I got rich and I threw away all of my mom jealous. They was jealous when I copped the richer, they got more jealous. More money, more bitches, I'm feeling marvelous. And I did some fucked up shit, but I was starving it. No fussing, just hit them up, ain't no arguing. No running, just spin the block, don't you talk to them. My old bitches love me and I don't even fuck with them. Look, I could tell you not a fan. Listen, baby, this a Lamborghini, not a Benz. Don't you come around looking for love is not here. Anytime you hit me, I was never not there. I don't wanna do this shit again, not again. Listen, baby, this a Lamborghini, not a Benz. I don't even get the time to fuck you on the weekends. Anytime you pull up on me, baby, it's a secret. I don't wanna fight, I wanna fuck you in Chanel. At least you can never tell me that I'm not real. How you telling everybody, calling it a secret?
I'm gonna change my witchcrafter deck. I think I'm gonna make it more pure with a little bit of other shit.
I don't even get the time to fuck you on the weekends. Anytime you pull up on me, baby, it's a secret. I don't wanna fight, I wanna fuck you in Chanel. At least you can never tell me that I'm not real. How you telling everybody, calling it a secret? Yeah, I know they wanna score me, I'm playing defense.
Cause I ain't a newbie. So smart, booty juicy. Ride with me, take fancy. Blast off to the galaxy. Out this world, come find me. Phone blowing up, can I see dear? Telling me that it's free in the afternoon. Yeah, I'm off now, what you trying to do? Want the first to get out, take me to the moon. Phone blowing up, can I see dear? Telling me that it's free in the afternoon. Yeah, I'm off now, what you trying to do? Want the first to get out, take me to the moon. Look good, confident my photo. First class, all we get is ocean. Shit ain't good food, look, it got us Oslo. We get them, it is Oslo. Baby, hold on, let me take your head down. Moonlight shining in the background. And my face so pretty, body's paradise. Looking at me differently the whole night. I mean the whole way down. You grab my neck, my face down, my ass up, I arch my back. I mean the whole way down. Let's go back. You wanna go another round? You're welcome back. Phone blowing up, can I see dear? Telling me that it's free in the afternoon. Yeah, I'm off now. What you trying to do? Want the first to get out, take me to the moon. Phone blowing up, can I see dear? Telling me that it's free in the afternoon. Yeah, I'm off now. What you trying to do? Want the first to get out, take me to the moon. Touchdown and no wonder when we blondes are. And one more, so me give on what the most for. I'm on board with me feet up on the dashboard. You're yours, I'll be somebody for pleasure. Touchdown and no wonder when we blondes are. You want more, so me give on what the most for. I'm on board with me feet up on the dashboard. You're yours, I'll be somebody for pleasure.
Good. Not you spreading misinformation about her. You should feel ashamed of yourself.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, wow. Who you be playing? Oh, the Yoshimitsu kind of gal. I know I did not join this stream for nothing.
Girl, I'm looking at what I'm gonna make. Cause I think I want to switch up that.
Oh, I didn't ask all of that.
And I didn't ask for your set, but we both
Well,
have a
you're-
go.
Now get to it, show pony. It's time to did a duel. What y'all was up in that stair chat talking about?
They were working on forum stuff, but then she had a movie playing. I was like, you know what? I kind of want to see this.
Oh,
It was
but
a
you don't want to watch
trash ass-
screaming stuff with us.
Girl, I already watched Scream.
So, hi, kitty.
Yeah, what about my child?
Oh, look at my little baby. Honey, me and Maya's laying down.
This man gonna bring out DPE.
They act like the fun thing you like it. Wait a minute, that's
Honey, this
yeah.
area got branded.
It's not DPE. Hello, sweet baby. What are you doing? I saw
he's
your
looking
brother
at my dad.
smile. Yeah, girl, and he finna change shit too, so that you brick the best that he can make you. Oh well, he helped you fuck up.
What you got up over there?
Probably a solemn. That's what that's giving. Oh, make you waste your resources, I think.
You think they're trapped? I think they're trapped.
That or called by the grave. Your opponent skips their what?
Their next main phase 1. I don't think I asked for all that.
Now they doing all of that. What is this, some Destiny Hero stall deck?
Girl, he gonna get 2 cards.
And he pulling out 3.
Fight.
You better pop it now. Damn it.
Yeah, I was a little confused because they're mainly reliant on spell. So I was wondering why you didn't get the spell one.
Why the fuck that much shit not destroy it?
Steve messaged me this morning and he was telling me that that Lila had reached out to him again.
She left the Discord.
She left the Discord to Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Ciao, bye. But yeah, I was like, well, are you gonna respond? He was like, I kinda wanna know what she wants. And I was like, well, just so you know, when you respond to people in situations like this, it's like difficult for them to like move on and shit. But I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little curious myself. He was like, I'll let you know what she says. It's crazy to me that Hayne is the actual boss monster.
I mean, she's be a puppet. Okay, you know, the new manager for one of my sister's stores was talking about how one of her employees was chasing someone out the store because they had stole shit. And then she said, "Don't make me pull my gun out on you." And that employee said, "Pop it." I was like, oh my god.
I hate when you just like stare at me like this. What did I do? What's wrong?
What the fuck?
How are you feeling, little one? I have to ask you that these days because you're an old lady.
It's crazy because she's like cute, but she's a kind of shitty card.
She the one that let you pull one out the
Yeah. And then, I don't want this. Stop, pop this shit.
Up to you, honestly. Is it like floodgating you in any way?
It is.
Well, I would get, if you can, I'd get rid of it.
You've actually helped me out.
Final round. Fight.
You gonna banish my girl? My guru? Shit, here we go. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure this deck's expensive.
Oh yes, Destiny Hero is actually one of the most expensive archetypes, despite them not being that great. Like literally almost every card as you are.
But it's okay. We both using some off. Oh my. You ain't getting my shit, bitch. Go back in there. You can summon too.
You're. Oh my god.
Oh, combine the original attack with everything. And it handles. Why would you do that?
Because it's gonna allow him to, yeah. He finna go on something else.
Shit.
Yeah.
This motherfucker gonna get. You know what? You probably don't know what the fuck this deck even does.
I really enjoyed Miss Witchcrafters when I first played them, but I had to let them go.
Where my phone is? I don't know. I'm gonna know effects. I'm gonna go find it.
Do North Bay Joe do anything other than Legacy RP?
No. I'll be right back.
Now I'm snatching your car and making her an equip spell. Maybe the girls would like to know what's going on. I'm just scam my mother to bring some coffee home. I'm tired of this bitch. I'm making it to where she's gonna pop up on my TikTok no more.
Yeah, we gotta polish her up. Cause I don't know, I'm bricking too much and I'm not supposed to brick with this deck. Honey, you're breaking, you lose.
But I'm gonna say something. You ready? You're not gonna want to hear it.
Oh, what, their shit?
No. You want to know what helps people? If you look at most like witchcrafter decks and most witchcrafter videos, what's the common thing that's in there that helps them not brick?
Oh, you talking about Magician Soul and shit?
No, grass is greener.
Oh.
Magician Soul will help you out though.
One second.
And preparation of rites. Oh, Dorian, I've made it. I'm getting Brandy themed TikToks on my For You page. Oh my god, Dorian! Are you in a match? Okay, well, I'm gonna put something in TikTok. So whenever you get a chance, just watch it.
Round 4. Fight.
Like, who else is fucking with man?
Your body like this. Your body like this. Your body like this. Your body like this.
Kiki Palmer was talking about her new little music out. And you know, the song was cute and all, but I want her to put Yellow Lights on Spotify.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Isn't there a way?
People really blow me opening up these tickets and not saying shit. Like, y'all better than me, Zane. Because when people do that shit in that Genshin Discord, the way I close them, because, like, why did you open it to just ominously lurk? You want to see who all can see up in your ticket? And Jimmy be killing me. Ticketmaster. One thing Jimmy gonna do is create a ticket.
Girl. Do you know KX like pulled up his logs and he had some ERP logs that were like right there? I'm so sure.
What? With who? Jimmy is a child.
Maybe it was a troll.
New challenger.
Ooh, girl. Cause I was looking into his little situation, but like I stopped like halfway through for two reasons. The first reason was that I literally could not find the person, and the second reason was I was like, well, Jimmy is technically like one of my friends, so I probably shouldn't be handling his ticket anyway. Even if it was like VDM, I was just like, somebody else can handle it because I'm trying to make it my mission to like not respond to any of the stuff that any of them put out unless it's literally like something serious and I'm like the only staff around, yeah. But I told them that too because like somebody tried to make a joke talking about some, oh yeah, we're fully infiltrated now. Fucking Zico ass. I was like in that Discord, I was like, infiltrated how? Because I ain't doing shit for y'all. I'm not doing nothing for y'all. Y'all not about to have people looking at me sideways They done been through too much with too many different shady people that done been stabbed. And it needs to be very much known that I'm not here for all of that. That's why I barely talk to the staff chat now. Your girl just here to band some Danny's, throw some ideas every now and then when they give him. Or when you want it. You know, if anybody ever want my opinion, I'm always here. I'm just an at away. But that's just how I am. Now, I will say I'm a little bit more comfortable. As you can see earlier, I gave a little idea. Even though everybody looked over it. But it's fine. They look over real bitches all the time.
They look over me all the time.
I've noticed. And I've literally seen you ask questions sometimes and they overlook them. I'm like, okay, so fuck this bitch, I guess. Just know my Apple Watch is sick of me, because I don't ever charge her. To be honest, she can go back to Verizon. You know, Julian, you know Paul at some baseball game, and you know that somebody else, like on my Snapchat, posted a story of them at that baseball game. The way I them, like, I'm in right now, and he said, "Huh." I'm not sure. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because that person said something about the Cubs. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what? Yeah, see, girl, the way they had the same damn game. Me pulling up. Oh, I've seen both of your wee-wees. Oh, shit. I mean, I've seen how great individuals both of you are. Truly.
Listen, baby, this a Lamborghini, not a Benz. Don't try to come around looking for love, it's not here. Anytime you hit me, I was never not there. I don't wanna fight, I wanna take you to Chanel. Can I tell you something? I just hope you never tell. I said you was a dub, I meant to say you was a 10. I don't wanna do this shit again, oh man. I don't wanna do this shit again, not again. Listen, baby, this a Lamborghini, not a Benz. I don't even get the time to fuck you on the weekends. Anytime you pull up on me, baby, it's a secret. I don't wanna fight, I wanna fuck you in Chanel. I wish you can never tell me that I'm not real. How you telling everybody, calling it a secret?
I need that video of Whoopi.
Stay away from the fakes. My niggas stay away from the jakes. Heard them talking about they wanna put my name on the plate, but I ain't one. I just hope you niggas wear a hoodie when it rains. I just hope you niggas don't think you really stainless. I just hope my niggas don't ever change on. Or you really think you so official, I'm the same one. They been telling me I fell off since I came up. Baby girl, listen, you're way better than a bartender. Told my niggas just 10 toes, stand tall, yeah. No, my niggas won't never ever let me fall, nigga. I tried not to fall in love, but we all fell in. We tried to find 9 to 5s, but we was all felons. I got rich and I threw away all of my all jealous. They was jealous when I caught the riches, they got more
Asked me
jealous.
something earlier, and I forgot to respond.
And I did some fucked up shit, but I was starting it. No fussing, just put 'em up, ain't no arguing. No running, just spin the block, don't you talk to them. My old bitches love me now. I can tell you not a fan. Listen, baby, listen, let me get you not a fan. Don't you come around looking for love is not here. Anytime you hit me, I was never not there. I don't wanna do this shit again, not again. Listen, baby, it's a Lamborghini, not a Benz. I don't even get the time to fuck you on the weekends. Anytime you pull up on me, baby, it's a secret. I don't wanna fight, I wanna.
You know, I'm sitting here trying to learn how to export it from Master Duel, and it's just not working. The website, anyway.
A deck, I think. Wrong answer, forehead.
Listen, baby, this a Lamborghini, not a Benz. I don't even get the time to fuck you on the weekends. Anytime you pull up on me, baby, it's a secret. I don't wanna fight, I wanna fuck you in Chanel. At least you can never tell me that I'm not real. How you telling everybody, calling it a secret? Yeah, I know they wanna score me, I'm playing defense.
Outside the box, then you like it.
This shit doesn't make any goddamn fucking sense, and I'm getting pissed.
Oh, Leon messaged me this morning. He was checking in. I was like, how recent? You know what? Good. Glad to hear. He said he just been playing Valorant. My girl, it's giving obsession. It's giving obsessed. Where is this damn video of Whoopi? I know I got it. Maya, honey, that's enough biscuits. They didn't order that many. Lay down. Thank you.
Somebody fi pleasure. We touch down and we wonder when we plans are. You want more, so me give 'em what I'm asked for. I'm behind bar, but me feet up on the dashboard. Me are yours, I'll be somebody fi pleasure. Somebody fi pleasure.
Round one.
God, should I post something controversial and really like stir the men up? I'm bored. I'm gonna do it.
KO.
Hold on, let me put this somewhere.
Round 2. Fight. Perfect. Round 3. Fight.
He found I'm good to say though. Zane, you be eating. I'm finna send this to you. Give me a caption for this.
KO. Round 4.
Shimmy, shimmy down my back. Make it hard for me to catch my breath.
Wait, who you sending that to?
I'm gonna post it on my alter ego's Instagram story. It's gonna cause a lot of ruckus.
Be like, I am quite the writer.
No, but like, I need to say something like draw somebody in, like when he just got out the gym or some shit like that.
Oh. You could say some shit. I don't know. I can't think of anything funny right now. I'm sorry. I do. I actually do.
Well, you know what? I appreciate the honesty. Oh, right.
Now turn me the other way around. Don't need no rest, I need aches in my back. Can you show me what's next? I'm impatient now. That spot right there is
It need to be Saturday. It's something about Saturday. I don't know, like Saturday is a good staff day for me, child.
make sure nothing is
See, I'm ready to get somebody again. I've been itching.
enough to eat. I wanna see the sunrise. We can skip the sleep. Tell me if you
But you know what? It's in all the right ways.
already know I give you more what you need. You can call on me for
That was I'm stunned over that when that person shot at us and Green went in there and Ruby asked instantly, "Get him, girls." And I lost him. This looks so expensive, but like 2 of the ways, like you can get a lot of your URs just for chicken game. Whoa, that is expensive, my god.
Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it.
But you know what, you already got Celine Dion. And she's honestly the most out of the way one to get. Snow is a spellcaster? Oh, please. What else don't she have? And she's rank 4. That card is broken. And she got high attack. Why would they make a card so bloated?
KO. Round 3.
Damn, I just need to find one.
I'm so irritated because people just be bullying people for like anything. Like this girl, she's obviously, fat. And she's working out. Like, mind you, she's very fucking pretty, by the way. But anyway, so she's like working out, feeling her oats. And people are like, oh, well, this is something. And somebody was like, y'all tell fat people to work out and then you foam at the mouth when you see them working out. And it's like, but it's like they can't win. Like, for example, like Lizzo has pointed out multiple times that she has her body just has trouble like losing weight. And like, hold on, like this. So anyway, but like Lizzo's is one of the most like healthiest eaters, or at least that's what she presents to the world. Like I don't know, she could be lying, I don't know, but like she's vegan and like she only eats vegan food. She stay eating like salads and like tofu and stuff like that. She eats very healthy, and people still be like stitching her TikToks and being like, and that's why you fat now. It's like, girl, hello, like you do know that she's literally eating like healthy stuff. Like when people are overweight, it's not always because they eat unhealthy. Sometimes people literally just have like health problems that stop them from losing weight, which is why most people go the way to get infected. And where does Kevin bitch at?
You lose. Get ready for the next battle.
Girl, play a Mortal Kombat game and fight a girl character. You have to literally, like when you're fighting girls, you have to learn optimal combos for girl characters, because if you do them on them, 9 times out of 10, like one part of the combo is gonna whiff because they have smaller hitboxes. And let Enchantress be an example. Actually, Enchantress was actually smaller than like the normal girls, so you'd have to do other combos on her. Like it wasn't just her kit that made her top tier. Her hitbox made her top tier as well. Like she would fall out of combos, and then you would whiff, and she would wake up and beat your ass. Woo! But you know what kept her in check? That damn lasso. Ooh, if they would have made that lasso a mid, Wonder Woman would have been busted. You follow Miss Jade. I love Jade so much. That trifle up there. That old made trifle. I love a bit of homemade trifle. Zane, have you seen that video of Gemma that's been people been using the sound? Let me put it in here. Oh, I didn't know June was back. That's gonna be very interesting. Actually, I'm pretty sure I used to love her. That homemade trifle. Go on, darling, give us a bit. I love a bit of homemade trifle. Not somebody's child getting kidnapped. Kevin? Oh no! Oh, a little black baby got kidnapped. Well, I hope they find him. Hmm.
KO. Final round. Fight.
Da-da-da-da.
Body like this.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Round three. Fight. Round four. Fight.
Oh, yesterday's video is doing very well.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, see, I've learned what the girls really want. And what the girls want is Eula. Which is crazy because out of all the characters Wellman has, and you know, I've done a video on pretty much everybody at this point. Except for
Round
like I haven't done a video that has been like mainly focused on Shinha, and I haven't done a video on the new character Mika. But like it's crazy because like out of all the characters, like out of all the characters that I thought would have been like really popular and like really hitting, like yeah, like Tainari's, like he did very good on his like release, but like, honey, consistently the person that always will never fail to bring me at least 300 views, honey, Miss Eula, every time.
That I didn't sign up for. So then I clicked unsubscribe.
And you know what it is? It's because in lore, she is very like dominant.
I didn't consent.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Energy in a
So I
woman.
unsubscribed, right?
Like as they, she be telling people she gonna kill them. Like she be like, "Oh, you
Confirming
looked at me wrong.
that
I
I've
will get you back for that." Like she
unsubscribed,
be
and then they
saying,
want me to click
like,
buttons. Yeah. I think here's what I think about that because I've had that.
"Yes,
many
ma'am."
times.
And his is
I think
C6, and she just
they
be nuking through stuff, and everybody be like, "Oh my God, she did
do
so
it
much
because
damage."
other
And then it's
times
always
they
that
think
one
you're
person that's
done.
like, "Yeah, but she would have did more if they would have did the combo right."
I think
I'm
they
like,
make it where it's harder
like,
to unsubscribe than just hitting.
but that's
play.
not because somebody had read them on my behalf one time. They was like, "Well, how about you just get a C6 R5 Eula and you do it?"
Via email, actually buy shit. You know, I don't know, but I would like you to remember that one time we were at Sonic.
They should, honey. It's
and
this
they
one,
all-
this
every time
one
we
girl.
ordered,
Her
you know,
name
like 2 vanilla
is. Hold on,
Cokes,
I'll see what her
whatever.
name is.
And then they'd say, "Would you like extra tater tots with that?" Would
Her
you like
name
cheese balls with that?"
is.
Stuff like that, and you would just get infuriated. Cheese
Um,
balls?
it's like
I don't know what they are, but it was like
SS.
cheese, fried cheese something.
Gain
And one time
Gain
you were
Nifty.
furious, and you go, "You actually buy stuff that you suggest at the end."
Anytime somebody try me in them comments, she be saying something. I'm like, you know what, girl? When I get
They do almost.
right, when I get
the
this
time.
Discord and stuff
So I
set
think
up,
it's the same
honey,
with the email.
the first
They're
mod,
ordering off
other
the
than
feeding
y'all,
that stray cat. They're feeding the stray cat.
They're
Yes.
feeding that stray cat, and everybody needs to
Can
stop
remember
you're
that
not in
from
bed.
email
so I don't
terrorism.
really-
oh me, yes, I'm taking me a little
out
intermission before I get back on my PC.
Nobody's doing anything about it. What's going on right now?
But when I do it, it's a
The
problem.
way you disappeared for like an hour and came back.
It's okay. It's
Okay.
not okay. And everybody
Okay, so at least I was here during my intermission.
like we're
Oh.
not being violated. We are right
That's
now.
what people
Anyway,
get too. Like,
go in videos and go to go to go to 15 seconds
Yeah, that's smart.
I mean, I just
That's smart.
everything
in that
that's there,
TikTok I
everything
posted,
about
and let me know when you get to 15
goes in
seconds and then
there,
count it down.
all of that, and then I don't see it. But here's what did
Alright,
affect
hold
me
on.
this last Christmas, because I'm proud to say I did not go to one store for Christmas shopping. Did everything online.
Actually,
They
it's
do that shop local thing.
No, not big at shopping at all.
Okay.
But so for a
Okay,
couple of
just
the
get a
discounts,
0 and let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm at 15.
Count it down, count it. Oh, you're 15. Okay.
cell
This is
phone,
very
email, or
15.
whatever. So I put my cell phone in. I get text.
Okay, count it down.
That was a rookie mistake.
Three.
No, and I
Two,
have 3 different
one,
ones,
five.
and I don't know how to stop that.
Never give your phone number.
I know.
Ever.
Round
It was
3.
bad.
It's really, really bad.
Fight.
Well, what we want to do today is hear from the listener what they have had it with.
Okay.
Kylie,
Lead
who
us
do,
off.
who do we have?
Oh, trifle. What is that?
It's like pudding and stuff.
I've had it
Mm.
with ladies
And like
for
cake.
toddlers
But
that
it was
are,
just the way she was so emotional about something that she saw that cake. Like, is that trifle up there?
ends up being me.
That homemade trifle.
Parents I
See,
don't
honey,
hang out at.
just can wait.
My most recent play date I went on, which I really didn't want to go, the mom bent my arm. She pulled out a ukulele and wanted to do a group sing along. There is nothing less I want to do, and I couldn't get out of there quick enough. Never once have I wanted to be like, oh my god, I gotta shake my hand just to get out of the situation.
Ukulele.
I've had it.
It's the goal
is
with the 60 card
horrible.
and grasses
I
arena deck just to get it
had
first.
it.
Like open
Oh
up with
my
it.
gosh, I don't even know what I would do if someone
That is
Wanna
awful.
open grass, yeah.
Anybody that is that positive,
But obviously you're
and
not gonna
that good of a
always
mood
do it.
all the
But
time,
if you
hanging
open
out
grass,
with
like grass
toddlers,
is
you're
just a
gonna
good
bust
ass
out a
eater as well.
ukulele.
Like,
sing along.
Get the fuck away from me.
Yes,
I can't.
yes.
I can't with that's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much.
It is interesting, Alyssa. I had the exact same problem. So one of my son's play dates, around 5, 6-ish, we invited the kid over. His mother stayed the entire play date
That's awful.
with the child's little sister.
Okay, she's
at
cooking.
my house. And so I mean, in my head, I'm thinking, why is she not leaving? And I think she just wanted to visit, blah, blah, blah.
I always
blah.
send him back.
And I was like, so when the kid left,
Because
the
you just
next
got a hard
time,
draw into him
my
next
son
time.
asked
It's
if
kind of like a
so-and-so
little
could come
fun
over. I
loop
said,
you can do.
Absolutely not. I'm having a play date so that my kid is entertained by your kid. And at no part of that does that mean I want to take on the mother to entertain. I mean, it's
Do you
just
think
unbelievable.
She was there because she was like a helicopter?
No, I think she was lonely because she did it to another friend of ours, a mutual friend, the exact same setup.
That trifle up there.
And I hadn't
That
told her
homemade trifle.
beforehand, but she had the exact same experience. And then her kid was never allowed to have that kid over again either, because nobody wants the mother.
No. I had a situation with Dylan, my first, where he was probably in like 2nd or 3rd grade. And the mom was like, hey, can Dylan come over with to our
Ooh,
house
imagine
after
you would
school
be
for
going to
2 hours? I'm like,
DPE.
you betcha. Swing for the fences, take him.
Our
And then I
miss is
started
just to
getting
get them
these
in the
follow-ups.
graveyard,
It's
right?
like
Mm-hmm.
an itinerary. Like I planned for us to play this from 3 to 3:30, and then we're going to do puzzles. And like 3 days before the play date, she texted me and told me that she was planning the snack 3 days in advance, and asked if Dylan had any food allergies. And I literally just wanted to take my phone and just chunk it and just throw it. I'm just like,
What on earth?
if Dylan had food allergies, I'd let you know.
Right. I'd tell you before you had to
Immediately,
ask.
I would take that burden on. And I just thought, good God, this is so pathetic. Let the kids just get together and do whatever it is that they're going to do and serve them. Like the planning 3 days in advance, a toddler snack. I mean, put a sock in it.
Yes, that is
Like, Jesus Christ, that's dumb.
It's just, I feel like that person probably would have done better with like a part-time job.
Okay. Kylie, who's next?
Up next, we've got Rod R.
Rod R.
Hi, y'all. I have had it with the good old boy system at the fucking four-way stop. If you get there first, fucking go. If we get there at the same time and you're on the right, fucking go. I hate this. I pull up and they're waving you on like, oh, no, buddy, go ahead. No, follow the rules. Let's all get to where we're fucking going. Y'all have a good day.
That's 100% right. He's 100% right.
He's 100% right.
This happens all the time.
Now
I draw.
I bet you are.
Rod, I just hate that.
But Rod's right.
He's 100% right.
Do you know? I mean, it is. You can get into this tit for tat. You go, then everybody like accelerate, brake.
Right.
Accelerate, brake. And it's 100%. I'm not playing it anymore. If that person's on the right and we ride at the same time, I will remain steadfast with my foot on the brake. Because the minute they wave me on, then they're going to change their mind.
Yes.
It's chaos on the stop signs.
Yes, that's true.
I've had it.
Yeah, I'm bad about that. I need to get better. I just, on the way here today, I had that little issue.
I kind of go through this a little bit at pickleball. So you have like, when you're on the right side of the court, that would be considered if you're right-handed, your backhand side. And if you're on the left side of the court, that's your forehand side. So any ball that goes down the center, the forehand takes. Well, some of these girls that I play with are poaching over on their backhand on my forehand shot. And I have fucking had it. I've had it, Linda. You know who you are. She's always coming over and poaching. And it's like, let my forehand take it. And so it's kind of chaos on the pickleball courts, chaos at the stop signs.
You're so brave.
I'm an athlete. I am a fucking athlete. I'm sorry that you haven't discovered like midlife athleticism, but the jealousy does not look good on you. Kylie, what's next?
I can't believe you were able to weave pickleball into that one.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's never ceases to amaze me.
It's a gift. I mean, we could say, hi, I have to go downstairs to pee and get 5 minutes of a pickleball story. It's unbelievable. I mean, I think it just sits on her brain all day.
Don't you think that most athletes have their sport on their brain? Michael Jordan, Rafa Nadal, Roger Federer,
Right.
Jennifer Welch in pickleball.
Right. I mean, if there's an Olympics for pickleball,
I'm nowhere near good enough to be in it, but I train as though and I give as much time commitment as though I'm supposed to. I'm not half-assing this thing.
No, you are
There's no
definitely not
half-ass.
half-assing it.
That's right.
Okay, up next we've got Tammy M.
Here is what I've had it with. I've had it with straight women using the term partner for their male boyfriend or male husband, period. The term partner has been reserved and used by the gay community since existence because we were not allowed to be legally married, so we use the term partner. Now, it doesn't bother me so much. However, my partner, she's what we call a lesbian ninja. She is super feminine, so she walks amongst the straights completely undetected. So when she meets another female who starts talking about their partner, my ninja lesbian gets all excited thinking she's met another ninja lesbian, only for that woman to whip out a picture of her boyfriend or husband and totally shatter her dreams. So, straight people, stop using the term partner. That's ours. It's all we got.
I love it.
I love it.
A couple of things to unpack here.
Okay.
First and foremost, she's 100% right.
Yes.
Straight people have gobbled that up, and that's not right.
Right.
That is exclusively for gay people, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right. Secondly, I've got to talk about ninja lesbians. The first time I've ever heard it, we have got to dissect this shit because that is fucking 10 out of 10.
I had never heard that either, and I love it. So a ninja lesbian is the super feminine
that can
dolls up.
According to Tammy, the ninja lesbian can go about and interact with the straights undetected as a lesbian.
Right.
So she's out like totally, it's like stealth lesbianism.
Yes.
Uh-huh. I mean, I play pickleball with a lot of lesbians, and there's a couple of them that if I didn't know that they were gay, they would definitely be ninja lesbians, but of course I know.
Maya, I would rate this loaf
I
maybe
love
a
this
6 out of 10.
ninja.
It's a new word. Is that a word that is common amongst the lesbian
It really
community?
ain't given.
Okay.
All right.
Ninja
whole hog.
lesbians.
New word from Tammy.
You are welcome here on I've Had It
Absolutely.
podcast. We want to know what you've had it with. Ninja lesbians, our new obsession.
New obsession.
Kylie, how do you feel about ninja lesbians?
I think I'm dating one.
You
You sure are.
No,
For sure.
Anna is 100% a ninja lesbian.
Yes.
She's a walking Bratz doll.
Yes.
You would
she
never
is.
know.
No,
Never in a million years.
She is 1,000% the poster child for a ninja lesbian.
Yes, she is.
Yep, totally. Okay, who's next, Kylie?
The last one we've got is Danielle R.
Okay.
All right, ladies, I have fucking had it with these boutique, cycle bar, or whatever you want to call them classes, where they're all pretending that they're working out, but it's just a bunch of sexy people doing a circle jerk to Genuine Pony and other pop hits. I don't know about you, but if I wanted to do that, I could do that at home for free. But I'm tired of seeing the videos online. All right, love you, ladies.
So she's had it with, is it spin class? Is
Like
that what
spin
she's-
class is what it sounds like to
So
me.
like the Pelotoners?
Or is it the class at like the cycle bar?
The Soul Cycles?
Right.
I see that on Instagram, and there's one girl that in particular that I follow, and it's
hardcore.
First of all, I'm just gonna say I've had it with people posting their exercise videos online.
Yeah, I think it's.
I've
like,
had it.
Yeah, it's bad.
Enough. You can ride a stationary bike. Congratulations. You know, I mean,
You're so talented.
You can stand up and down on the stationary bike to music. Fucking awesome. Good for you. Let's move on. You know, like you can run. Fantastic. You can lift a weight. We're super proud of you.
Right.
Enough.
Yeah, no, it's like a humble brag, I think.
It's enough. I mean, we all know, I think I've brought pickleball into this episode at least 25 times.
At least.
I don't really post fucking pickleball videos.
Which is kind of surprising now that we think about it.
Let me just say, if I had one of those little tripods that I could set up.
That's too far. That's too far. No. Yeah, I think maybe she's talking about Peloton too.
I think she's talking about the people that I've seen it. I've seen the stationary bicyclists posting Instagram videos and they kind of like dance, bounce up and down on the bike.
Now I've seen that too, but not. Do you get that in your feed, like on the reels part? Because I get mukbang, and you're rolling out with.
I get a lot of Frenchy travel interior design stuff. I don't get the mukbang, but there are some people that I follow that have their exercise workouts day.
Did you grab?
Day.
Mm-hmm.
Day.
Oh,
day
okay.
that
I was like,
find
what is
needed
the-
because I don't want to see that person exercise anymore. It's not fresh.
Fight.
I'm not into it.
Well, and I think there's a narcissism that you think anyone gives a flying fuck what you did for workout today.
Right.
Because certainly they don't.
Right.
You're the only person that cares.
Now, I will say, I may have been an offender in the past. I did go to Orange Theory every day. And at the end of Orange Theory class, you get a little report as to how much time you spent in each heart rate zone. And if I had a really good day, I would share my Orange Theory report on my Instagram story. And as I'm telling you this, I acknowledge nobody gave a fuck.
You're so lucky that I was not on Instagram until this October.
I acknowledge that it was probably not my best posting.
No,
But
Jennifer.
I worked really hard for the calorie burn. Orange Theory's fucking hard.
I'm not suggesting it's not.
It was a story. It wasn't a permanent post. It expired.
That's bad.
It was.
It was bad.
It was.
So you're part of the problem. I'm just so glad I wasn't on Instagram then.
I'm
I
gonna
would
get
have
a
lit
tripod.
you up.
I'm going to get a tripod, and I'm going to start recording my pickleball matches
because so many people want to watch you play pickleball.
I think you might be surprised.
I think you might.
There
be
could be
surprised.
108 people in the Netherlands that want to watch me play pickleball. So fuck off.
The Dutch,
aka the Dutch.
The Dutch.
Okay.
See,
well,
the
would
good
like
thing
to
about you
thank
having
all of you
grass
so very
crafted
much
is
for
when
joining
Chilliman's
us
good here.
on this special
You ain't even got to
episode
craft it.
of I've Had It podcast.
And we are so excited and love your direct
Already there.
messages.
I need
on
to
our
craft mine,
Instagram
but
account.
it's just not
Telling us what you've had
in
with. Why are you
demand
laughing? I thought
enough
it was
for
You did good.
any
The
of my
voice
decks.
memos.
What
I've had, I
The
had,
the
I
voice
actually read
memos
it when
that
I
are
very
direct
first was
messages. Here's
playing
the deal.
Witchcrafted. And
You
I
know
haven't
I'm
ran it
protected,
since.
okay?
We're bad.
Just send us the voice memos. Figure out how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, ask a kid to do it.
Round 2.
Go give us 5 stars. Go write a review.
How are you?
Subscribe. Do all the shit you're supposed to do. And we will see you next Tuesday.
See you next Thursday.
Or Tuesday.
Or both.
Either way.
It spells cunt.
I'll tell you what I've had it with. Let's hear it. I've had it with that.
Yes. I asked Paul who was playing.
She is going to
He
join
said the
us
Reds
today
and the
as we
Pirates.
deep dive
And then was like, I
into
wish I was playing
cults,
with you.
because we've had it.
Like, go to
Had
bed.
it with cults.
Like,
Scientology. Had it.
Had it.
QAnon.
Had it.
like,
Had it.
hang it up.
Pickleball. Had it.
Okay. All right. I see where this is going. But without further ado, let's see if we can get Sarah on here. Sarah, how are you?
I have a little bit of a cold, but other than that, I'm great and really excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
We're so excited you're here, especially me. I am like the biggest Sarah Edmondson fan on the planet. I
That's what
want
I'm
you to
saying.
be
Somebody
my best
probably
friend
just
when we
whole
hang up.
read
I
that
want
over
us
his
to text
shoulder.
every day. I want to come visit you. I mean, I really,
Let's do it.
I really am excited that you're here. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much. It turns out we actually have a mutual friend that I didn't know until I was researching that Kate Casey is a mutual friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She was, I love Kate Casey.
She's
amazing.
fantastic.
She's amazing. We travel in a similar cult circuit on the podcast world. So I said the same thing to her. I want to be your best friend, even though we haven't met in person.
Well, Sarah, before you joined us, we were talking about QAnon.
The problem with QAnon, and truthfully, we haven't
Oh,
personally done a
I
deep
cracked
dive yet,
myself the
mostly
fuck
because
up.
we interview survivors.
Right.
And not a lot of people have, some people have come out of it, but when they do, they tend to kind of run for the hills because they're so embarrassed, as many people are when they realize that they've been in a cult. So we haven't found anyone to interview, and we haven't really figured out what that process is. But what we do know is that people are, you know, especially in the time of COVID and the pandemic, and people are very isolated and feeling lonely, and they started to research, you know, if they're feeling uncomfortable with what's happening in the world and lots of crazy stuff's happening, and then they seem to have found an answer, right? And they feel also that they found a community.
Right.
So in the midst of loneliness and being like, WTF is happening with our world and pandemic.
Round 1. Fight.
I would like to welcome everyone to this very special bonus content episode with myself, Jennifer.
And I'm Angie.
We call her Pumps of I've Had It podcast. And for those of you that follow us on Instagram, you may have seen several days ago where Pumps reveals to me that she has been feeding her dog grapes.
Okay, first of all, back up. I did say he liked grapes. I didn't say I was feeding him to him all the time. I did get some grapes. I gave him one because he was begging me about it. And I thought, well, he's not going to want this. And then he liked him. It was on one occasion. And I gave him probably 10 or something.
Oh,
That
what's
was
in
2
this
weeks
game
ago.
announcement?
He's not dying. He's fine.
Thank you for confirming what I just said.
I know, but you make it sound like I feed him that all the time. Like, hey, wake up. Here's your grapes.
Listener, as I was saying, we aired on Instagram that Pumps likes to feed her dog grapes. And I knew that the internet would go bananas, as the
What's
internet
coming
always
April
does,
2nd?
especially
Let me
when
watch
it
this video,
involves
child.
the health, safety, and well-being of one of our little furry friends. And those of you that have followed us for many years know that I am a fucking 5-star pet owner. I crush it.
You might even be jacked up to fucking crazy ass pet owner.
Like I said, I crush it in the pet owning department. Pumps struggles.
I struggled with one dog.
Video
Are
didn't
a
make no sense.
terrible pet owner.
That's a lie.
And when I posted this about you feeding the dog grapes
Oh,
to get the
please,
internet
girl,
frenzy,
shut
it
up.
worked like a charm. And I just want to share with the listener one of the comments
Bitch, are you ready to play?
that came in, and it's from 1K
I've been ready.
Davis.
The fuck?
And
I'm
she
always
says,
ready.
I remember watching her with her
You don't
dogs
ever
on
have to
TV,
ask.
and I thought that woman
Okay, well,
should
I'm getting
not
back on my
have
business.
dogs
I'm
ever.
putting my bonnet
The
on.
grapes further confirmed my thoughts, to which I automatically responded, cap lock, exactly. I could bore you and the
That is
listener
me having to
by going
beg
through
and
all several
plead
hundred of these comments that confirm
for any
that
of you
you're a bad
bitches to
pet
play with
owner,
me.
that you shouldn't feed your dog grapes.
You know what
but
it's
I don't want to
giving?
belabor, the point.
Oh, I know you would hate that, but I just want to go on record.
It's giving
I'm not a
liar.
terrible
It's
pet
giving
owner.
manipulator.
I walk him every day at least a mile, hopefully
It's
2.
giving all
He
of
gets
that.
ice
All
water.
of it.
He doesn't like tap water. He likes it to be cold. So he gets ice water. He sleeps with
I
me.
think you're just trying to gaslight me.
We hang out all the time.
Okay.
So that's not a terrible pet owner.
Gaslighting
there's
ass
there are some
bitch.
things that I
that
could
just
point
wants
out,
to
like the time
make everyone
that
around
your other
her
dog
feel
ran away
bad.
and you celebrated it, and then it ran back home,
But it's fine.
and you were just pissed that it came back
If
home,
two
and then you kind of
two can
like
play this
encouraged
game,
it to run
bitch.
away again, and then celebrated
Two
that.
can play this game.
I did not like that dog.
Girl, shut
He
up
made
and
Blaze
wait.
crazy. He made me
Can
crazy.
I put
could
my
not be
headset
happy that he
on?
has found
Can
a
I?
Just
We
unprepared.
don't know that he's
Like,
found a new
ugh.
home.
Yes, we do because he's chipped.
Like, yeah.
The people called me from
I
the
thought you
vet,
needed a-
but they
you
didn't
were one
want
of
to
those
leave.
kids that
They
always
wanted to
needed
do
a
like no
pencil
caller
in
ID, so my
school.
phone never rang.
You need no.
And so they
Actually, I
have him. He's
kept.
chipped. He could bring him home if he wanted.
You know for a fact, truth serum and a polygraph, that
I know you
dog
do.
is with a family.
Virgo ass.
Well, no, I don't know exactly with the polygraph, but wouldn't they notify me if he died?
He ran away the second time. You didn't know where he went. But anyway,
Right
this
I
into
think he
it?
went back to the same people he went the first time.
like an hour
operative word
and a
there.
half.
Get right into the
Here's the
fray.
deal. Everybody's life is easier that Scout is out of it. That's just, I'm going to stand
Right,
stand
you
on
gonna
that.
not heal me anyway, so does it matter?
Well, if anybody would like to weigh in on at I've Had It Instagram about
I don't know why the fuck you're
the
laughing.
orphan that used to be Pumps' dog.
And I
please
need
feel
you to
free
go
do
ahead
so.
and turn me up
Until
so
then,
that you can hear
let's
me
have Haley
asking
play
for
us the
help.
comments from you, the listener.
No, you have to actually
telling us
ask
what
for
you've had
help.
it
You
with.
can't just say.
First one is
Kevin?
Samantha D.
Okay.
I've had it
I
with
don't think you're
old
trying to show me
people.
something.
I do
love
ask
old
for
people,
help, bitch.
But
I'm
who
sick
the
of
fuck
you.
gave them cell phones?
Acting like I
And
was
you also
screaming at
can't.
the top
Also,
of
you
their
can't
lungs.
ask me at the
They
very
turn
last second and then just
everything
expect
on
me
their
to like
speakerphone.
come and
They
save
play
you.
games.
Better, like,
If
let me
I
know.
hear this
Okay.
bitch in the restaurant pop one more bubble on her game, I'm going to lose my mind.
Girl, let's do like that dude.
First of all, I
said.
love
Let's
Samantha's
get this
accent.
done.
Love it. Rock solid. Isn't it funny? I mean, these cell phone etiquette
explain
is a problem.
It's a huge problem, and I think the boomers are some of the biggest offenders.
Yeah, I was thinking more the younger, but it probably is the boomers.
It's the boomers. The younger people don't want to ever draw attention to themselves. They're like kind of buried in their face, but it's not noisy. They've got ear pods in. These boomers are awful at technology.
Yeah, look at you.
Yeah, the speakerphone, anytime you're in public, is just, you can't do it.
No, it's bad.
It's bad.
It is terrible. Samantha, I could not agree more.
Yeah.
And I especially love how you started off.
Now, why we got two birds?
I've had it with these old people.
Right.
Comma, I love old people. That kind of crazy, contradiction. I get that.
And both of them,
right? Because I kind of like have totally had it with boomers. I'm sick to death of them. But there's several boomers that I obviously love, like pumps.
So Jen.
You are the biggest
and she getting her ass beat because she just poorly
planet
rotated.
Earth, and I'm not even lying. When you turn 50, I can't. I'm going to take the next 2 years figuring out how I'm going to torture you. No, actually,
it is terrible,
cleansed.
Samantha. I could not agree more.
Yeah.
And I especially love how you started off the.
She did that.
I've had it with these old people.
Right.
Comma, I love old people. That kind of crazy, contradiction. I get that with every quote,
right,
because I kind of like totally had it with boomers.
They're crazy. Yeah, get this passion up in here.
But there's several boomers that I obviously love, like pumps.
You are the biggest bitch on planet Earth, and I'm not even lying. When you turn 50, I can't. I'm going to take the next 2 years figuring out how I'm going to torture you. No, actually, the next 18 months.
Do you know what's going to be so great about when I turn 50?
What?
You're still going to be older.
I know, but I mean...
No, get that shield. Get that shield.
60.
For those of you that are just tuning in, Pumps is actually very much older than me. And
4 years, it's not very much.
Are you 52?
I'm 52.
Okay.
But I'll be 53 at the end of the month.
Oh, so it's 4.5 years.
Only for 6 months is at 4.5 years.
It would always be 4.5 years.
No, but I'm just saying, normally it's just 4 years. Right now it's 4.5. But once August rolls around, it'll just be 4 years again.
No, but the time frame, the 4 months would always be the same.
No, I know,
Einstein.
but I'm just saying. You're
I'm
not that much younger than me. I don't care how the math clicks out.
I don't care how the math clicks out. This is a true statement. Jennifer is younger than Pumps.
That is true.
We killed that Ryan.
This is a true statement. Angie is so much nicer. And
What are we supposed to do about that? I don't know Kiriko.
Probably.
4 years. Right now it's 4.5. But once August rolls around, it'll just be 4 years again.
No, but the time frame, the 4 months would always be the same.
No, I know, but I'm
Einstein.
just saying that you're not that much younger than me. I don't care how the math
Well,
clicks out.
I don't care how the math clicks out. This is a true statement. Jennifer
I
is
don't
younger
even
than
care,
Pumps.
honestly.
That is true. But this is a true statement. Angie is so much nicer and prettier than Jennifer.
Keeping her old.
I mean, that's probably true. That probably is true. Samantha, I agree with you. I've had it. I've had it with the speakerphone calls.
Yeah.
And I've kind of had it with boomers and
I
how
thought y'all killed
dumb
him.
they are
No,
on
girl.
Facebook. It's just
Arsenal didn't
they're all
grab him.
juiced up on Fox News and Tucker Carlson, ready to like light the world on
Because
fire.
now we
I've
lose
had
that.
it. Agree.
You ready for the next one?
Ready for the next one.
I think you're really gonna like this one, Jennifer.
Okay.
Pumps, I don't think you're gonna like it at all.
Okay. Okay.
This is Ashley H.
I have had it with Stanley Cups.
Oh.
I was talking to a mom at drop off, and I asked her what she got for her birthday, and she said a Stanley Cup. And I didn't know what they were at the time, and I asked her, "You must really be into hockey then." And she laughed at me and showed me an Instagram feed of people with their Stanley Cups. A sippy cup is not a fashion accessory. I have had it.
Guilty. And I'm just going to go on record that the Stanley Cup is the greatest invention of all time over electricity, automobiles. It is the single greatest invention of our day.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
girl.
turn off all the
What kind of
breakers.
Susie was that?
Okay. And then I'm gonna take your car keys. But I'm
What
gonna
is she,
leave you inside
ulted
that house
and tried
with
to
your
save
fucking
herself?
Stanley Cup. And I'm also gonna have your
And
cell phone
drop.
too, since you know
That like little
electricity. We'll
Suzu
see
like
how
in tall,
long
but like
you love that Stanley Cup.
I just think it's funny that people are so
well, she
dramatically
would've died
opposed
either
to the
way,
Stanley Cup. And for the record, I took two
Ooh,
pictures
we almost
last
had a
week at
clean
basketball
round, but he
games.
didn't ult the
Both of
fucking
them have a
Kenji
Stanley
with
Cup
the
in it.
plugs.
Thanks for letting me and the listener
Yeah,
know
so
about your photographic habits. I've had it with the Stanley Cups. I've had it with people constantly having to put a beverage in their mouth all the time and take it with them everywhere. What happened where we could sit down, have a drink, have something to eat, then get up like normal people and abstain from drinking or eating for like 30, 45 minutes? It's not that big of an ask. It is just not that big of an ask to ask people to quit schlepping their goddamn Stanley Cups and slurping on them and the lipstick stains. I have had it up to my eyeballs from top to bottom. Fuck you, Stanley.
Oh my God, I love Stanley. Love Stanley.
Fuck.
I think it's just
Stanley.
so fantastic.
I've had it that people cannot go an hour without consuming something. It disgusts me. You're such a fucking bitch. It's unbelievable.
Did you hear that real good? That was out of my Stanley.
Oh my God, Ashley, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I think on your 50th birthday, I'll try to get you a big round of Stanleys.
That's nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. You'll still be older. Kylie, who's next?
We got Molly P.
Okay.
Hello, ladies. The things that I have had it with are pajama pants with the shower shoes and socks in public. No one wants to
This
see
team
that.
is such a good team. Like the way
Obviously,
we're working
you
together.
haven't washed your ass for the day, and it's just the slobification of America. So I've had it. Goodbye.
That's a great one.
Molly, I completely agree.
Like this is literally all I ever asked
completely
for
agree
in a
with the
teammate. It's just to not be
slobification
dumb.
of America. We were just talking about that in the last I've had it, the one prior to you, where everybody has to
Honestly,
carry
I
a
don't blame him.
goddamn giant beverage around with them all the time in their pajamas, which Pumps has no issue going out in public.
Yeah, I caught it. I finally caught
And she
a
wears
soul in the
slippers
air.
all the time to the filming of this podcast. She can't even put on normal shoes. Today you have on normal shoes, but I mean, a lot of times you're in your slippers.
Yeah. Sometimes I wear my slippers out.
Aw,
But
that's
I'm like, if I come here, or I mean, I'm not like going to the mall in my slippers and pajama pants. I mean, I'm not saying I've never done it because I'm sure I have at some point. But I
Boomer,
do notice
boomer.
when my kids
The
wear
dude that was
pajama
talking
bottoms
shit to me
and,
last night.
slides with socks.
That said
I'm
he
always
was gonna
asking, like,
avoid
why
me?
won't you just get dressed?
Oh wait, you weren't in the match. That's him.
He'll wear,
The
like,
dude from
pajama
last
bottoms
night.
Out, and I'm
Oh, he's
just
helping me.
like, what do I do as a parent? How do I end this? Because, you know, and as you have to pick your battles. 'Cause I'm like, okay, it's really not that big of a deal. He's a good person. He makes
I
good
can even see
grades.
him walk up. I'll be like
But I mean,
that.
sometimes I just want to be like, pull yourself together.
Well, but I think a lot of them that age do that. I think it's like normal. Like they go somewhere and everybody's in pajama bottoms.
Here's the deal. You're running up to 7-Eleven. I'm going to give that a pass.
You okay with me going Zen?
The airport.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
And there are people wearing pajamas on airplanes now. And it all started when the airlines quit dressing the flight attendants cute. They used to have these cute skirts and little cute hats, and they kind of had these little, like little scarves around their necks. It's just gone downhill since they've taken away the cute airline stewardess outfits.
Flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
Yeah.
Is that
This
offensive?
motherfucker
to
just solo
flight
ulted
attendants
me.
to call them a stewardess?
I think so.
And got Susan.
I can't keep up.
That's fine, motherfucker.
It's just, it's bad.
It's bad. I do like that she said this about the butt. That was funny.
It's just,
It's a mental
disgusting.
picture I don't want.
Yeah, thanks for reminding us, Pumps. Okay, Kylie, who's next?
The last one is from Rachel.
Okay.
You know what I have had it with? These bicycle posses. There's just a ginormous group of people riding bicycles just in the road. You have a bike lane. Why are you in the middle of the road? I'm pretty sure that the tight pants and the seat going up the crack of their ass is
How did we
messing
lose
with
that?
their brain power. Someone help them, please.
Rachel, I completely agree. And I almost got into a huge fight with a bicyclist.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm driving to a hair appointment. And listener, I hate being late. Like, it stresses me out. I would rather be 30 minutes early than 2 minutes late. Like, it completely stresses me out if I'm running late because I take into account the person's feelings that I'm meeting. And so unlike other people that co-host
Why don't we
the
just go
podcast,
back?
but that's neither here nor there. I'm
This
driving
point
down
is
the
very
road,
spammy
and there's
for
a
Junk Rat.
bicyclist.
Why don't
There's
we
probably
just go
a
back
posse of them. And so nobody's coming in the oncoming lane. So I go around them,
right?
Hit a red light, and they're kind of at this point kind of
here.
catching up. And then I'm about to make a right turn, and as I'm turning, the guy that I passed
You don't like to
is
hear
so
that
mad
they
at me.
would
I guess 'cause
swap?
I passed him, but I passed him legally.
Oh, never mind,
He
girl.
hits my car, yeah, with his hand, not the bike, but he like as he passes, he slaps my car, and he's like, "Fuck you!" And I'm just
Jesus
like,
Christ.
okay. First and foremost, this is what happens when you get on the road, motherfucker.
Right.
He hit him. And so, unlike other people that co-host the podcast with me, but that's neither here nor there. I'm driving down the road, and there's a bicyclist. There's probably a posse of them. And so, nobody's coming in the oncoming lane. So I go around them.
Right.
Hit a red light, and they're kind of at this point kind of catching up. And then I'm about to make a right turn. And as I'm turning, the guy that I passed is so mad at me, I guess because I passed him, but I passed him legally. He hits my car, yeah, with his hand, not the bike, but he like, as he passes, he slaps my car, and he's like, "Fuck you." And I'm just like, okay, first and foremost, this is what happens when you get on the road, motherfucker.
Right.
You get passed. Sometimes you pass people. Sometimes you get passed. It's just a part of driving. And if you enter the road on a bike, sometimes you're going to get passed, and sometimes you're going to do the passing. It's just a foregone conclusion. Why on earth this
We've got
motherfucker was so
ultimate.
butthurt that I passed him? I don't understand it.
I don't understand that either. And I think the biggest issue
I just
in
lagged for a
regard to
second.
the bicyclers is when men wear those stupid bike shorts and their package. Like you can see
So I'm
it from
gonna
the
use
bike. And
my
I'm just
old-
like, disgusting. Those should
For
be
now.
outlawed.
Pump the brakes. You can see their package
Well, when
from
they-
the bike.
When they're stopped at a stop sign, they like put their feet on the ground or one foot on the ground.
I'm lagging. Oh my
And I
god.
look back, and it's just like a row
Where's
of
everybody
like,
at?
men in bike shorts, which is
my
just
God.
You're not
gross.
answering my question.
I mean, do I see their wieners?
He's
No
behind you.
outline.
Package. You see the outline of the
Yes,
package.
you can see the outline of the package.
So the answer to your question is yes.
Yes.
Okay. Next question is, when you see men on bikes, you're looking in between their legs.
No, I'm looking in my rear view mirror to make sure I'm not going to run over one.
don't
and
feel
I notice
bad.
they're
You were
standing
flaming
there,
me last
and they
night.
have this bulge.
And you see the package in the rearview mirror.
Right.
So, I mean, I've
This is the same
never
guy
noticed this.
that
Yeah,
like, you were talking
that's
about?
literally
Signs that
him.
like
Yep.
pop off.
I think you're
Damn.
probably, maybe there's some well-hung cyclists around you or something.
You know what I should have done when I saw that is ask for his number.
I mean, look at Eagle Eye over here sniffing out
Look at you trying to
penis
bother me because
sizes
I'm
of
ready.
the cyclists.
Yeah, I don't know if it was big or small. I just thought, why the fuck are you
Fucking
wearing
God.
that? Like it looks
I
terrible.
think they wear those
Who
because
her?
it's the friction of the seats back and
Yeah.
forth. It makes perfect sense why they wear them. It's like, why does a scuba diver wear the scuba
Oh my
suit?
god.
Because your thighs are rubbing back and
Why
forth.
are
on
we
the seat,
dying?
So you want the fabric to be taut. That to me makes
What
perfect
is going
sense.
on?
Well, I mean, I just didn't know. I didn't know you were such a package girl, but
Thank you.
I
Like,
am.
if you stay right there,
I
I
just
can
run
get him
around
resin.
all day looking for bicyclists
you learn stuff about people every day.
every day.
Even people you've been friends with for 25 years.
Yeah.
You learn new stuff about
Right.
them.
Watch the bicyclers at a stop sign. Everyone will notice.
Oh, I'm
Right
going
there,
to.
two down.
I'm going.
That's a good
I
tip.
got it.
Is it? What about the girls? Can they wear the tight breeches?
Like, their team is so sloppy.
Because it's just like short leggings.
So it's just the penis that offends you,
He's dead.
Right. Just the package. Like, ugh. We don't need to see that.
right? I honestly
didn't
never seen it.
damage boost that.
We'll have to run around to the back lanes.
Yeah, get your binoculars, Eagle Eye.
Ooh.
I'll spot them out.
Yeah, maybe we can write a report and submit it here on at I've Had It podcast.
Right. Yes. Good idea.
Nope.
You know what I've started doing? And it's kind of a total Gen Xer move. Instead of saying I've Had It podcast, I'm saying the Instagram name at I've Had It podcast.
It's because you're so much younger than me. I just call it I've had it.
At Pumps, Pumps, Pumps. Okay, without further ado, I think this will
I need
conclude
4,300
our bonus
damage
content. If you
boosted.
would like to be featured
Damn.
with some petty grievance that you have, please DM us a voice memo to at I've Had It podcast on
That's
Instagram.
what the fuck they get.
And also,
And he denied 2 DPS
please
ults.
take time to go to our Instagram page and talk to Pumps about being a good pet owner.
Oh my God, I hate you.
See you next
literally
Tuesday,
hate
everybody.
you.
Thank you so much. I love you.
I hate you. See you next Tuesday.
I've had it.
Two
with that.
more.
I've had it. Had it. All I can say about that is I've had it.
20s and 30s. And
Two more?
they're a married couple.
I do, yes.
Darling. Love them. But every single party
I
I was
also
at,
do
no matter
more.
what party it was, they would find
Not us
like
being
an
back in
ottoman
sync.
that is kind of like a cocktail ottoman used as a coffee table. You'd look over an hour into the party, and they're laid out on the ottoman, full-blown mugging, his hand in between her legs, and it is just like full-blown softcore porn. And you can ask anybody who's been to a party with them. You know the PDA couple, and everybody immediately knows who they are. And here's what I want to unpack psychologically. Do we think they do it at home?
No.
I don't either. I don't either.
Get off on people watching them have sex.
The voyeurism, yes.
That's got to be it.
It's kind of like couples that act like they're so in love on social media and they communicate with each other on social media. 100% you know they're fucked up and on their way to a divorce. Immediate red flag. To me, it's compensating for some shortcoming in the marriage because it is not a
Renegade was just on
normal.
the enemy team.
That is something that's
Yep,
reserved.
he was the Reaper
and
that
private.
kept
And
dying.
If my husband started French kissing me
First every
in
team fight.
public, I would literally be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Right.
Same thing. I have this thing about sitting on the same side of the booth. If we went to a
It's okay,
restaurant
we believe
and we're at
that.
a four top and he came over and sat down next to me, I'd go, "Get the fuck over there." Like, I am not going to be this nutty couple. I've had it. I've had it with it. And when you start going out, it's Valentine's Day season. This is peak season for all of these offenders that have to sit on the same side of the booth. And I mean, I have had it. I literally want to walk up to them and say, "I really don't think you're in love. I think you're compensating for something. I know the minute you get in the car, she's browbeating you or you're browbeating her. I know it. I've cracked the case."
If you sit on the same side of the booth, you either crick your neck.
That's right.
Or maybe they just don't like each other and they both want to face forward and look at everyone else. I don't understand it at all.
Okay, so here's what I want to move on to in our theme of hosting parties. And we're going to start with Pumps.
Already got a
Pumps,
name.
tell us if we were to have a fantasy dinner party and you could invite 3 guests, living or dead, who would you invite?
Okay, I would have Dolly Parton as my
Not you
number
playing
one.
like that
Love
and
her.
you
Love
be
Dolly
doing call
Parton.
outs.
He's on my list.
Shit.
Oh, well, she's everybody's list. She could be good.
Okay.
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Just because I've always heard his charisma is like, you can feel it when he's in the same building as you. So I would want to do him. And then I think this is probably something everybody in my age category is going to say, but Princess Diana.
Okay. So MJ with
Dolly
Princess
Parton.
Diana with Dolly Parton. Okay, let's go on to you, Heather.
Okay, so Dolly was on my list too. It's funny, it depends. If you had asked me a month ago, a month from now, it might be different. But today,
Ryan needs to,
the
like,
dinner
know
I
what
want
to
to
do
have
with
is
him.
Dolly. I want Oprah,
Break that
and I
shield.
want Katie Couric.
He's just gonna.
You know,
keep
I like
stopping
Katie.
us
I didn't
from
like the Today
advancing
Show, but I
anywhere.
like her podcast. She's
Pump the brakes. You didn't like the Today Show?
No, I've always been Good Morning America.
I've never heard anybody say they didn't like the Today Show.
No, and I just like her.
I like
Yeah,
her
she's
too.
really cute.
Remember when her husband died and she wore his ring around her neck? And I mean,
all of them, and she got the young guy, and then they got married. Like, I just like her. I feel like she's real. I like when she speaks, and but I felt like that group, we'd have a lot of laughs.
for
Yes.
sure.
It's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
bro, Where are
definitely.
you gonna go?
So mine is Larry
So
David.
I'm just gonna play this right here to make sure
Who
you can't shoot me in my head.
love. I have a
If you want
framed
to sit back there
picture
with
of Larry
our
David on my
Honcho, by all
desk.
means.
Curb Your Enthusiasm is my favorite show. I really don't like short men, and I'm afraid that he's probably short, but I will take one for the team because I love him so much. Second would be Rafael Nadal.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one.
I love Rafa. I love him so much.
Yeah,
When
he's hot.
when he hits those forehands and then he pumps his fist and says "Vamos," I mean, I feel it in every particle of my body.
She's having that couple that's having sex.
Right, and she's having sex with Rafa in the powder bath.
I'm going to become everything that everybody's had it with.
Right.
But third, RBG, Ruth Bader
Yeah.
Ginsburg.
Yeah,
That's a good one. Oftentimes, when I'm doing stupid, vapid shit, like my interior design projects or this podcast, I think, I wonder if I could have been like George Clooney's wife or RBG. And then I think, nah, I don't have enough depth. But I do think I would like to have a dinner.
A pickleball date in an hour.
So I
This
recently
bitch.
played in a tournament with my husband, and we made it to the semifinals. And he really is a much better pickleball player than I. But I think we lost. I think because of him. I think he was the weak link. Wow. After we lost the tournament, he announced he has a very accelerator press down or foot completely on the brake type personality.
I was
And
watching
he's
my
like, "I'm quitting
heels. Like,
pickleball."
Jesus.
So 7 days later, he's entered into another tournament, and then he just played, and he got second place. And so I noticed he has all these trophies from his tennis and pickleball adult career. So I laid them all out last night, and there is a common theme among all of them.
I could not believe.
No winner.
Second place.
All right,
place.
so you ulted.
Second place.
You kill
to
us
which
all
I
here.
said to
Now
him,
what?
honey, almost.
Yeah, when you posted that picture, I thought you were such a bitch.
I'm a total bitch.
Like, we already got the
Insufferable bitch.
point.
There's no doubt.
See what
about
happens
it.
when people when you think
Heather
about shit too much?
Dubrow,
That's why I say
thank
just
you
do it.
so much for telling us what you've had it with. Don't you feel better?
Because had
getting
he
all
not
that
thought
off your
about that,
chest?
that would have actually saved it
I
for
only
his
felt
team. But
fine at the beginning, and now I feel great.
Feel like $1 million. Yes.
I adore the two of you. You're both so funny, so talented. I love your show, and thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you so much, Heather.
Bye, guys. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
She's awesome.
I love her.
She is so fun. I mean, I could sit and talk to her forever.
For hours.
And I think Heather is like, if she were to invite us to a dinner party,
I kind of think we'd want to go.
I would 100% want to go, but I think like we would probably not get invited a second time.
Well, that's probably true.
But
Even
girl,
on our best
ain't it?
behavior,
we would
we'd
wanna-
probably.
Both of us love to Irish exit.
Right. Yes. And I'm really good at it.
Okay, this is what I want to
sleep dart isn't a skill
And I
shot.
found some tips
No,
that can
friend.
help you Irish
Oh,
exit.
no.
Okay.
And these are very
You got
important. I wanna
slubbed.
go
I
over them
get
with
it.
you in the
You're
list.
also
It's not
like
a
a big
skill shot
target.
on
Before you
tape.
go in,
Right.
you got to know your exits. Side doors, back doors,
I wouldn't have
any
ulted there. I
way
would have
that you
just
can sneak
waited.
out without being noticed. So immediately upon
We had-
arrival, you have got to scout out
We
your
had
exit.
more than
Right.
enough time.
Immediately.
Right.
Number 2, you can't be the one.
You know,
that
he's
plays the
eating like he
music
was last
and
match. I
hit
just
your
not thought
phone.
about.
No. Yeah. No. I would
Because
never
when
do
you
that.
leave,
then they notice because you take the phone off. Right.
exactly. Okay, you have to keep your coat and accessories close.
I'll tell you what I do. I don't even
No.
take my car. I don't care if it's 50 below zero.
That's smart.
I don't take a coat. I don't take my purse.
That is smart.
Because then you just have to wait on other people to get it back for you, or it becomes obvious because you're carrying the coat towards the door.
It's just a beeline.
It's a beeline.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you have
Like,
to
shut
have your
the fuck
getaway
up.
car.
Y'all get on my
waiting.
nerves.
So if it's an Uber, you need to have it ready.
Maybe actually land the shot.
You got
or
to have
get
the
on somebody
Uber
that you
ready
can contribute
and
more
waiting,
with.
so that when
Like,
you leave, if somebody sees you in the driveway, you can say, "I am so sorry, my ride is here. I have to go." There's no pulling you back in.
That's probably great advice.
And the last one is something I really need to discuss with you.
Okay.
And it is keeping track of your
Hey,
company.
man, I try to stay
This is the
bomb.
single
Bob, that-
biggest
his he's
obstacle
fine.
to any Irish goodbye. Is a friendship. And I have experienced both you and Josh Welch claim to be the biggest Irish exiters on the planet. And I have been in situations with each of you where I am
Why
ready.
not Bastion
And
for
we're
the shield
yakking.
break?
And I look over, and there you are, yak mouthing with other yak
May
mouths,
work.
preventing me from an Irish exit, feigning interest. I'm standing there making an angry face,
Literally.
and I feel exposed. I feel like we were partners in this crime.
Right.
And you leave me
Look at you.
in
You
the
did
lurch.
it.
And you've done
It's
it to me
amazing what you can
multiple
do
times.
when you land your shit.
I do.
You start
I
yak
know.
mouthing.
I do. I start yakking.
You start yakking.
And then I feel like I can't, like, gracefully get out of it.
You have multiple times.
No,
I
I
have
know.
spent a lot more time at parties than I planned to because of you.
Yeah, I know. and that's fair. That is
Okay,
fair.
I want to know that moving forward that we can work on this together.
Yes, we can.
Do you really apologize?
Yeah, no, I would hate that if you were doing it to me.
Okay, I'll think about forgiving you.
Just that big black heart will just have to melt a little bit for me.
I know. But listener, I want to thank you for
Oh, I
tuning in
lagged. Oh my god.
to our podcast where we get stuff off of our chest. We get stuff off of our chest with our friend Heather Dubrow, who is awesome. And I want to ask everybody, please DM us a voice memo on I've Had It Podcast
Love
on Instagram.
those
And
fucking
please,
storm arrows
people,
basically
I'm gonna
being
ask you to
fucking
do
hit
something
scan.
really big here.
And them
Pumps is a
coming at me
total
at the speed of
thirst
fucking
trap. I'm
light.
talking dehydration beyond all recognition.
While I'm in the air on valve,
She's
and
always
it
on
is
those Apple
taking me down.
charts looking at reviews that people write. And you people are just not writing them quick enough. It hurts her. She needs this motivation. So go give her a 5-star review. And in the reviews on Apple Podcasts, tell us how much you love Pumps to satisfy
That is ridiculous.
the
That is not
thirst trapping dehydration of Pumps.
I'm definitely always thirsty.
So I've noticed that their
Yes, you
team
are.
is really only getting
You are
away
not.
with
You are.
stuff.
We will see you win, Pumps.
Next Tuesday.
Because of
or
that
Thursday.
anti, so I'm just gonna that
you
anti
talk
next
so
week dart. So
high?
I'm just gonna do this for him on defense.
Sorority girl voice.
Sorority girl voice. Yeah.
All right. See you next Tuesday,
See you
everyone.
next Tuesday. Thanks.
I've had it with that. I've had it. Had it. All I can say about that is, I've had it.
I'll tell her you're thinking about picking it back up.
Welcome to the special I've Had It podcast bonus episode.
Psycho X Music.
I'm Angie.
Whining about
And we're
sleep
so
dark.
happy to see you on this Thursday. You CUNTs. Pumps, how do you feel
Well, here's
about
to landing my
this situation where you go through an email?
headshots.
Okay. I go through an email that I didn't subscribe for, that's a solicitation that I didn't sign up for. So then I click unsubscribe, okay? And I want it to end there. I've broken up to a relationship that was forced upon me.
Right.
One could even go as far as to call it email rape.
She's.
I didn't consent, okay?
Okay.
So I unsubscribe, right? And then I think it's done. And then I get a follow-up
Cyber
email
players are such
confirming
fucking pussy. It's like,
that
my
I've
god.
unsubscribed, and then they want me to click
Y'all
more
don't know how to do
buttons.
nothing.
I think here's what I think about that because I've had that many times. I think if you don't do it a couple other times, if you just think you're done, they can still send you emails. I think they make it where it's harder to unsubscribe.
I'm only behind
than hitting
cover.
my button.
What I want to know is how many people that are solicited via email actually buy
Cyber
shit.
players are so
You know, I
fucking
don't know, but
boring.
I
Like,
would liken it to, remember that one time we were at Sonic and they were all, every time we would order, we went 2 vanilla Cokes, whatever, and then they'd say, would you like extra tater tots with that? Would you like cheese balls with that? Stuff like that. And you would just get infuriated.
Sonic have cheese balls?
Or the cheese, I don't know what they are, but there's like cheese in the middle, fried cheese something. And one time you
She
were
even wall him off
furious,
at all that fight?
and you go, do people actually buy stuff that you suggest at the end?
I
And he
said
goes,
that to the Sonic person?
Yes. And you know what he said?
What?
Yes, they do almost all the time. So I think it's the same with the email. I think people are ordering off the
They're
email.
feeding that stray cat.
They're feeding the stray cat.
They're
Yes.
feeding that
What
stray
kind of
cat.
walls?
Everybody needs to stop. The email terrorism is
are you
out
fucking
of
kidding me right
control,
now?
and nobody's doing anything about it. It's going on right now. Invasions of inboxes without consent, and everybody just acts like it's okay.
That's not okay.
It's not okay. And everybody just goes on with life, and we're all walking around like we're not being violated, and we are. Right now, I guarantee you, I already have 5.
I hate to tell you that I've kind of cracked the case.
You can't
on that,
hit shit.
where I
Like,
just have a separate email for all the bullshit that I don't want.
Can't land your shots.
I mean, I
Ain't
just-
doing nothing with this
smart.
for this
Everything
Ryan
goes in there.
shit.
so why
Everything I
not
buy
just
off the
go
internet
Bastion or somebody
goes in
that's gonna
there.
actually
Smart.
contribute more?
All of
Like,
that, and then I don't see it. But here's what did fuck me this last Christmas.
making
I'm
this
proud
shit
to
way
say
more
I did
difficult
not
than
go
it
into
needs to
one
be.
store for Christmas shopping. Did everything online.
Not really big into that shop local thing.
No, not big at shopping at all.
Okay.
But so for a couple of
Oh,
the
cool.
discounts, it was like subscribe, for
And I'm gonna let you
15%
sleep.
off. Put your cell phone or email or whatever. So I put my cell phone in. I get texts.
That's a rookie.
Oh my God, I
mistake.
didn't
know,
fucking
and I have 3
Suzu
different
him.
ones,
Rookie.
and I don't know how
I
to stop
TP'd
it.
you instead of
Never
him.
give your phone number.
I know.
Ever.
I need help.
It was bad.
I'm trying.
Really, really bad. Well, what we
I
want
need-
to
I
do
need help,
today
like,
is hear
This
from
Anna?
what they have had it with.
Okay.
Kylie,
Literally every
lead
time I
us
jump,
off.
she'll
Who do we
fucking
have?
shoot at me.
Up first, we've got Alyssa S.
Okay.
I've had it with play days for toddlers that are like, you know, under 5, under 6. This play date ends up being me forced to hang out with parents I don't want to hang out
over
with.
here until you
My
get back.
most recent
I'm
play
here.
date I went on, which I really didn't want to go, the mom bent my arm. She pulled out a ukulele and wanted to do a group sing-along. There is nothing less I want to do, and I couldn't get out of there quick enough. Never once have I wanted to be like, oh my God, I gotta shit my pants, and I'm gonna shit my pants just to get out of the situation.
The ukulele.
I've had it.
That is horrible.
I had it.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what I would do if someone pulled
That
out a
is
ukulele.
awful. Anybody that is that
Ooh,
positive,
honey, I don't know how I got us through that until you got back, but we did it.
Bust out a ukulele.
Sing along.
Get
I was like,
Widow.
do I need to open
away
here so that
from
I
me.
can?
You're on Widow.
I
Yes.
can't. I can't with that. It's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much.
It is interesting, Alyssa. I had the exact same problem. So one of my son's play dates, around 5, 6-ish, we invited the kid over. His mother stayed the entire play date with the child's little sister at my house. And so I mean, in my head, I'm thinking, why is she not leaving? And I think she just wanted to visit, blah, 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 blah. And I was like,
they
so
may
when
landed that
the
wall.
kid left, the next time my son
Let's-
asked,
let's
I
get
know
into
this
it.
Widow.
absolutely
Okay, so play the fucking corner. Why are you still up
not.
there?
I'm having a play date so that my kid is entertained by your kid. And at no part of that does that mean I want to take on the mother to entertain. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
still die.
Because she was like a helicopter.
No, I think she was lonely because she did it to
Ow.
another friend of ours, a mutual friend, the exact same setup. And I hadn't told her
dead.
beforehand, but she had the exact same experience. And then her kid was never allowed to have that kid over again either, because nobody wants the mother.
No.
No.
I had a situation
God,
with
I'm gonna
Dylan, my
complain about
first, where he
everything.
was probably in like 2nd or 3rd grade, and the mom was like, "Hey, can Dylan come over to our house after school for like 2 hours?" I'm like, "You betcha, swing for the fences, take him." And then I started getting these follow-up texts, like an itinerary. Like, I've planned for us to play this from 3 to 3:30.
Okay, Bessie, I got you. You got good support, so don't even worry about
3
it.
days before the play date, she texted me and told me that she was planning the snack 3 days
well.
in advance and asked if Dylan had any food allergies. And I literally just wanted to take my phone and just chunk it and just throw it. I'm just like, what?
I feel like our May is not walling
allergies. I'd let
them
you know.
off.
Right.
She's
really,
not.
I told you
because-
before you had to
Immediately,
ask.
Yeah,
I would take
May
that
is-
burden on. And I just thought, good God, this is so pathetic. Let the kids just get together and do whatever it is that they're going to do.
I could have helped him. I was typing.
Like the planning 3 days in advance a toddler snack. I mean, put a sock.
And
in
now
it.
you on
That
May,
is like,
right?
Jesus Christ, that's dumb.
This is such a
It's just,
cancer.
I feel like that person probably would have done better with like a part-time job.
Okay.
Like you can say
Kylie,
that
who's
about a
next?
lot of things.
Up
in this
next, we've
game.
got Rod R.
Maybe this
Rod
game is
R.
cancer. Have you ever
Hi,
thought
y'all.
about
I have had it with the good old boy system at the fucking four-way stop. If you get there first, fucking go. If we get there at the same time and you're on the right, fucking go. I hate this. I pull up and they're waving you on like, oh, no, buddy, go ahead. No, follow the rules. Let's all
Girl,
get
you
to
gonna
where
have
we're
to stop
fucking
jumping
going.
with that widow.
Y'all have a good day.
I was trying to stay behind cover.
That's 100% right.
He's so.
And that was my
He's
own.
100% right.
He's 100%
This
right.
happens all the time.
I kind of think I might be offended.
I bet you are.
Rod, I just hate that.
But Rod's right.
He's 100% right.
Do you know? I mean, it is. You can get into this tit for tat. You go, then everybody like accelerate, brake.
Right.
Accelerate, brake. And it's 100%. I'm not playing it anymore. If that person's on the right and we arrived at the same
I don't
point, I
have
would
what's his
remain
face anymore.
steadfast
So
with my foot on the brake.
Well, they got
Not
overtime.
happening.
The minute they wave me on, then they're going to change their mind.
Yes.
It's chaos at the stop sign.
Yes, that's true.
I've had it.
Yeah, I'm bad about that. I need to get better. I just, on the way here today, I had that little issue.
I kind of go
Pop
through
Like
this a
y'all
little
are
bit
that
with
fucking
pickleball.
mad over a cleanse?
So
A
you have,
cleanse.
like, when you're on the right side of the
Me,
court,
I'm getting singled out by
you
the
know, that
entire
would be
enemy
considered
team
your
because I'm
right-hand
playing
or
Kiriko.
backhand side. And if
Because
on the
you're
left side
running
of the court,
fucking
that's your
Ana.
forehand side. So any ball that goes down the center, the forehand takes. Well, some of these girls that I play with are poaching over on their backhand on my forehand shot. And I have fucking had it. I have had it, Linda. You know who you are. She's always coming over and poaching. And it's like, let my forehand take it. And so it's kind of chaos on the pickleball courts, chaos at the stop sign.
This fucking Bap has so much to say.
I'm an athlete. I am a fucking athlete. I'm
Well, I
sorry
didn't
that
mean
you
to pick
haven't
on him, sorry.
discovered like midlife athleticism, but the jealousy does not.
But you know
what?
what?
Kylie, what's next?
I can't believe you were able to weave pickleball into that one.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's never ceases to amaze me.
It's a gift. I mean, we could say, hi, I have to go downstairs to pee and get 5 minutes of a pickleball story. It's unbelievable. I mean, I think it just sits on her brain all day.
Don't you think that most athletes have their sport on their brain? Michael Jordan, Rafa Nadal, Roger Federer, Jennifer Welch, and
Can y'all
pickleball.
shut up and focus up?
I mean, if there's an Olympics for pickleball,
I'm nowhere near good enough to be in it.
Look at
but
you
I
getting
train
slept.
as though, and I give as much time.
Maybe you were
commitment as though
fucking
I'm supposed to. I'm not half-assed.
less
in
worried
this
about the
thing.
state of the game
you
and
were
more worried about
definitely
holding your
not
shield up.
half-assing it.
That's right.
Okay, up next we've got Tammy M.
Here is what I've had it with. I've had it with straight women using the term partner for their male boyfriend or
Girl,
male husband,
please.
period. The term partner has been reserved and used by the gay community since existence because we were not allowed to be legally married, so we use the term partner. Now, it doesn't bother me so much. However, my partner, she's what we call a lesbian ninja. She is super feminine, so she walks amongst the straights completely undetected. So when she meets another female who starts talking about their partner, my ninja lesbian gets all excited thinking she's met another ninja lesbian, only for that woman to whip out a picture of her boyfriend or husband and totally shatter her dreams. So, straight people, stop using the term partner. That's all. It's all we got.
Like, just back
I love
up.
it. I love it. A couple of things to unpack here. Okay. First and foremost, she's 100% right.
Yes.
Straight people have gobbled
is
that
so
up,
fucking
and that's not
irritating.
right.
We're gonna end up
That
losing
is
this fucking match.
exclusively for gay people, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right. Secondly, I've got to talk about ninja lesbians. The first time I've ever heard it, we have got to dissect this shit because that is fucking 10 out of 10.
I had never heard that either, and I love it. So a ninja lesbian is the super feminine
that can
dolls up.
According to Tammy, the ninja lesbian can go about and interact with the straights undetected as a lesbian.
Right.
So she's out like totally, it's like stealth lesbianism.
Q.
Uh-huh. I mean, I play pickleball with a lot of lesbians, and there's a couple of them that if
Like,
I
y'all
didn't
are
know
so upset
that
for
they were
what?
gay,
Like-
they would definitely be ninja lesbians, but of course I know that they are. But I love this whole ninja.
It's a new word. Is that a word that is common amongst the lesbian community?
I had never heard it.
Okay.
All right.
Ninja
Yeah,
lesbians.
let's just not use our ults in a game that we're trying to fucking win. Like, shut up. Y'all sound so
We
stupid.
want to know what you've had it with ninja lesbians, our new obsession.
New obsession.
Kylie, how do you feel about ninja lesbians?
I think I'm dating one.
Let me just
For
mute
sure
this shit into
are.
this match.
For sure. Anna is 100% a ninja lesbian.
Yes.
She's a walking.
Let me
breast doll.
focus up.
Yes.
You would
actually.
never know.
No.
Never in a million
You do
years.
that.
She
I'll
is
just go into your chat.
1,000%
Hit P and then just you see the
poster
little
child for a
text
ninja
chat
lesbian.
beside their
Yes,
name, the
she
red
is.
thing. Just hit
Yep.
it.
Totally. Okay,
Or it might
who's
not be
next,
red for
Kylie?
you.
The last one we've got.
Like them
is
individually or like the
Danielle
match?
Okay.
So hit P.
All right, ladies.
And then,
I
like,
have fucking
you see,
had
like, the little
it
text
with
chat
these
bubble beside their
boutique
name.
cycle bar or
Mhm.
whatever you
Like,
want to
just
call
hit
them
that on each and
classes,
every one of them, and you
where
won't see what they're
they're all
saying.
pretending that they're working out, but it's just a bunch of sexy people doing a circle jerk to Genuine Pony and other pop hits. I don't know about you, but if I
They can
wanted
still
to
see
do
what I'm
that,
saying, though,
I could
right?
do that at home for free.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
But I'm tired of seeing the videos online. All
Holy
right,
fuck.
love you, ladies.
So she's had it with, is it spin
I just
class?
had
Is
It's like
that-
spin
Suzar.
class is what it sounds like to
So
me.
like the Pelotoners,
Or is it the class at like the cycle bar?
the Soul
Yeah,
Cycles.
it's not looking good.
I see that on Instagram, and there's one girl in particular that I follow, and it's
Hardcore.
First of all, I'm just gonna say I've had it with people posting their exercise videos online.
Yeah, I think it's.
I've
like,
had it.
Yeah, it's bad.
Enough. You can ride a stationary bike. Congratulations. You know, I mean,
All right,
you're so
come
talented.
on.
Stand up and down on the stationary bike to music. Fucking awesome. Good for you. Let's move on. You know, like you can run. Fantastic. You can lift a weight. We're super proud of you.
Right.
Enough.
Yeah, no, it's like a humble brag, I think.
It's enough. I mean, we
Love
all
this
know
for
that
us.
brought pickleball into this episode at least 25 times.
At least.
I don't really post fucking pickleball videos.
Which is kind of surprising now that we think about it.
Let me just say, if I had one of those little tripods that I
So
could
fucking
set up.
annoying.
That's too far. That's too far. No, no, no. Yeah, I think
That is
maybe
actually
she's talking
so
about Peloton
irritating.
too.
I think she's talking about the people. I've seen it. I've seen the stationary bicyclists
Or should I avoid
posting
Renegade?
Instagram videos, and they kind of like dance.
I already avoided
bounce
Renegade.
up and
Avoid the
down
team.
on the bike.
Now I've seen that too, but not. Do you get that in your feed, like, in the reels part? Because I get
Like,
mukbang,
oh my
and
god,
you're
I'm so
rolling
sick
out
of
with-
fucking
I get a lot
Maywall
of
because
Frenchie
it's the most
travel
simple
interiors
thing in
and
the
stuff.
world.
I don't get the mukbang.
And it carries
but there are
matches
some
like
people
no
I
other.
follow that have their exercise.
And they just fall for it.
Workout.
And they fall for it every time. Like,
Every single
every
team fight.
time.
Day
Like,
that now I finally muted because I don't want to see that person.
but it seems like the
exercising
enemy
anymore. It's
maze,
not fresh.
like my maze, don't know how to time their
Well, and I
fucking
think
Maywalls.
there's a
If
narcissism
our
that
maid
you
did
think
half of
gives
what their
them
maid did, they
fuck
wouldn't have even
what you
gotten
do
the
for
last
workout.
point, and we wouldn't have even been doing what we
Because
were
certainly
doing.
they don't.
Right.
You're the only person that cares.
Now, I will say, I may have been an offender in the past. I did go to Orange Theory every day. And at the end of Orange Theory class, you get a little report as to how much time you spent in each heart rate zone. And if I had a really good day, I would share my Orange Theory report on my Instagram story. And as I'm telling you this, I acknowledge nobody gave a fuck.
You're so lucky that I was not on Instagram until
I
this October.
acknowledge that it was probably not my best posting.
No,
But I worked really hard for the calorie burn. Orange Theory is fucking hard.
I'm not suggesting it's not.
It was a story. It wasn't a permanent post. It expired.
That's bad.
It was.
It was bad.
It was.
So you're part of the problem. I'm just so glad I wasn't on Instagram then. 'Cause
I'm
I
gonna
would
get
have
a
lit
tripod.
you up.
I'm gonna get a tripod, and I'm gonna start recording my pickleball matches
because so many people want to watch you play pickleball.
I think you might be
How many
surprised.
times are we gonna fall for
There
Maywall
could be
anti?
108 people in the
And then your Kiriko has to teleport in to fucking save you real quick, and then she dies.
Fuck off.
The Dutch,
aka the Dutch.
the Dutch.
Because you can't just
Okay,
step
well, we
forward
would
and then
like to thank all
backstep
of
real
you
quick
so
to
very
bait it
much
out.
for joining us on this special episode of I've Had It podcast.
And we are so excited and love your direct messages on our Instagram account telling us what you've had it with. Why are you laughing? I thought I did good.
You did a good job. The voice memos.
What I call
The voice memos that are direct messages. Here's the deal, people. We're not super techy, okay?
No, we're bad.
Just send us the voice memos. Figure out how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, ask a kid to do it. Go give us 5 stars. Go write a review. Subscribe. Do all the shit you're supposed to do. And we will see you next Tuesday.
See you next Thursday.
Or Tuesday.
Or both.
Either way.
It spells cunt.
I'll tell you what I've had it with. Let's hear it. I've had it with that.
Pandemic and we're all alone. We have to wear masks. Like, what's going on?
Right.
Or whatever it is that's
Don't worry,
fueling
McCree just
their
one-shotting everybody.
searching desire. And next thing you know, they feel like they found a group of people, and then that information because they're so isolated, and in any extreme, anything, any religion, whether it's from
Gonna go
QAnon
right
to
for
a
all the
yoga
distance
cult
in
to an
that's on low
extreme
ground.
religious offshoot of any sect.
Right.
They feel like they found answers, and they feel like they found belonging, which is something that's very normal
It don't
for
give.
anybody, whether
It
it's a
don't
pickleball
give.
group or a.
Have they been prepping you for this? Have y'all been talking to her behind my back?
I just did a little bit of research.
She's just prepared.
Okay.
I don't know
I'm
why
willing
you
to take
jumped
a
in
look.
with
I'm
low
willing to take a
health
deep
like
dive in
that.
that on this episode. And I do think that we should. And I want to expose something that I think she is culty about too.
Well, listen, this is what I've
It
learned
was
in my
literally
journey
just two
is
of
that
them back.
everyone who says to me, well, I'm so glad you got out and that sounds crazy and good for you and you're so brave, whatever. But I would never fall for it. And then they continue to tell me something they're a part of. I'm like, that's totally a cult,
Right.
too.
Totally.
I think the automatic response is, oh, well, that can never happen to me. And it's like, it happens every single day.
Right.
They don't start out like horrible. I'm a divorce attorney, so I see a lot of interfamily domestic abuse, not necessarily physical, but emotional. And it didn't start out that way. They started out being loved and felt worthy and all of these things. And then it switches and you're so far in, you don't know how to get out. I mean, it's really sad.
I'm on this
Well, and I think the
character. I
love
need to just
bombing
be on
plays
literally
a huge
anybody else.
component of that, where you get love bombed, and that's amazing. And I think the brain, when they scan it, when that's happening, it's a similar reaction of being on drugs. And so you're seeking this high, and everybody likes to hear how great they are,
Right?
Except for how screwed up we are, that we like to read our hate comments,
Right.
which is another episode entirely when
Right.
we dive into emotional S&M. But I do think what's interesting about the QAnon is I was watching the news, and this is probably like a year ago.
But can we do
and
something?
They have
We
this
wasted so
meeting
much
at the
time.
JFK assassination site, and they are all certain that like either JFK or JFK Jr. both are going to show up, and it's going to be Donald Trump's running mate. And so I thought, that maybe two people would show up. There's like 500 people in Dallas at the assassination site of John F. Kennedy. And here's my problem with it. Number one, everybody knows both of these people are dead, okay? But did they not get the memo or take in history that these people were Democrats?
That's what I couldn't figure out.
So I think one thing where does like rational thought suspend? Does it happen slowly?
With all the cults and groups that we've examined, it does happen slowly, and every step is a lift. So like if they had said to me, hey, do you want to join this personal development group, and then you're gonna have the leader's initials seared into your groin,
right,
I would have been like, no. So it starts with a personal development program that's really positive and really supportive, and then it's a further commitment to my growth through becoming a coach and so forth. There's different steps along the way 12 years later, right? So I think with QAnon, there's probably things that are very reasonable and very much reality-based at first.
Right.
And if you accept certain things, you have to
Why?
and you agree that there's truth to those things, and you're part of this community and you're siloed in the information that you get.
Right.
Those things start to make more and more sense, and you're not having anybody on the outside question it, which is QAnon or any group. You're isolated from the outside world. There's nobody saying, well, what about this or what about that? And even
and then outsiders are diminished and demeaned, right? And labeled as, the enemy or suppressors. Or we watched The Vow that you were on, and then we've watched some of the Scientology stuff. And I do think, because I was not raised with any religion at all, which is really weird, because I was raised in the Bible Belt, and everybody is super religious, but my mother is not religious at all, so was not indoctrinated in any religion. So my default setting is an extraordinary claim requires extraordinary evidence. However, I do see how you can be, because you can be in a relationship or a group of people and you start to feel a sense of belonging, and that feels good. We crave that as people. We crave, togetherness and connectedness. And I can see how the building blocks can raise, get more and more intense. I remember this woman in Georgia, and she's like suburban, carpool mom, right? So she goes down the QAnon rabbit hole, and then she goes to Target during COVID,
Oh, yeah.
and she goes ape shit bananas and starts screaming about masks and throwing stuff over, and she's just going bonkers. And of course, everybody gets their phones out. It goes viral. She goes totally batshit crazy. She gets arrested, obviously. And then she kind of gets deprogrammed. And I saw her on like 2020 or something after this. And she explained how, there was paranoia wrapped into her indoctrination of this too. Like that Bill Gates is putting some sort of microchip in the vaccine to follow us everywhere we go. And I think it's just kind of fascinating that you can have somebody that, is running carpool, going to Starbucks, going to exercise class, and then, a few months later is going batshit crazy in Target. There seems to be, particularly with QAnon, a rage associated with it that these people seem to be so angry at anybody outside.
Right. Well, if the things that they taught in QAnon were true, I'd be mad also.
Right. Yeah.
That's a good point.
I'd be furious too.
So that's the thing. Like, if what we were doing, what we thought we were doing, was true in terms of changing the world and building humanity, then Nexium would have been a great group.
Right.
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 And if you haven't looked at Teal Swan, who's a woman that we haven't had her on because I think she's a cult leader, but we've had her. Do you know about her?
I know exactly. I watched the whole documentary. Yes.
Right. So with her, it's interesting because her team has figured out SEO and the algorithm so that when people are feeling low or suicidal and they type in suicide, she pops up as like a person who can help, and then they're hooked in with her.
Wow.
Wow.
So that's where cults and these groups are more dangerous. I think at the same time, because of things like The Vow and all these documentaries about cults and podcasts and all this awareness, people are also a little bit more aware. Like, I don't think people are joining Scientology these days.
Right.
Because there's so much out there. Whereas at the same time, there's people joining these online communities. So it might be, I don't have the stats about what's actually happening.
What are the red flags that you find that are similar in almost all cults?
Well, in terms of those steps, there's almost always love bombing, whether it's a person or a group or whatever you're finding yourself in, where you feel really special, you feel really loved. Not to say that feeling loved and special and appreciated is you're in a cult, because those could be people with good intentions.
Right.
I think the isolation, if you're being asked to separate from your family and friends and starting to feel like you have found the answer. Anyone who's claiming to say that they have the way or the only way or the path or all the answers, that's a huge red flag for me now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you're in a group where you can't say like, wait, that doesn't feel right to me, or that I think that's BS or whatever, and without getting in trouble or shunned or cut off from the group, not being able to question is a major problem.
Right.
And that's in all parts of. There's lots of things right now I feel like you can't question, which makes me feel anxious.
Same. I think you always have to have the free flow of information. And I think having curiosity or second guessing something and then being able to ask and get an answer in a transparent way is, paramount in business dealings and relationships. I think it's super important because I'm kind of a skeptic person by nature. My default setting is to be kind of skeptical of things. Mm-hmm. And so I always have a lot of questions. If there's an extraordinary claim about something, my instinct is, oh, come on now. I mean, I'm always...
That's good.
Yeah.
That probably protects you from a lot of things.
Except for pickleball.
Except for pickleball. That's your vulnerable.
And
that's your
weak
spot.
And my dogs.
I, on the other hand, am so gullible. Like, I believe everything anyone tells me.
Yes.
I mean, if there's a lying liar who lies a lot, I'm your girl. Because I'm just like, oh, okay. I don't question. I just go with the flow. So over the course of 20 years, thank goodness, she's helped me in that regard, because I'll tell her something. She's like, well, fuck, that's wrong. Like, that's the dumbest thing. I'm like, oh, yeah, it makes sense when you say it out loud.
Let me give you a prime example. So Pumps, about a year ago, goes on a date with this guy that lives in Houston, right? And she's like, this is perfect. He lives in Houston. I live in Oklahoma City. I can see him once a month. This is great.
Right.
So this goes on for about 6 months. They see each other a few times. Well, a mutual friend of hers and the guy that she's dating sees an image of this man on Facebook. and there's a wedding ring on his hand. So she sends it to me. And I was like, he's married? You have been
Literally
having
one.
an affair? And she's like, well, unbeknownst to me. And I'm like, still, the juice that you are having an affair pumps. I can't get enough of this. So, of course, she calls and confronts him. Okay. And here's what he tells her. He says, oh, I'm not really married. And I have been divorced for 10 years, but I haven't told my
Kevin, help what all beside you.
So I wear the ring to work for the
Honey, it
benefit
sounded like it was just
of
me
my
and the fucking
coworkers
tent.
because I don't want to have to explain it to them. So she calls me and pitches
Why would you
this
go
to
over
me.
there? Why would you
100%
forfeit your high
The way
ground?
he sold it to her, she bought it, picks up the phone.
Like,
and
in
calls
what
to
world
tell
did
me,
that
and she
fucking
even
make
follows up with,
sense?
No, and I believe him. And I was like, Pumps, you have got to be kidding me.
Right, and then it was
if
like,
it looks
oh.
like a duck, walks like a duck. This guy is married.
Right.
You are his mistress.
Right.
And the big dick over of the entire thing is she didn't get the Chanel bag.
No mistress
She
gifts.
was the mistress, and she didn't get jack shit
That's
except for this
awful.
song. But she bought it initially.
For like 30 seconds and then when you said, you go, if somebody came to you and told them this story, what would you say? I remember that. And I was like,
What I told you last
100%.
match, I said you
Like,
gotta
I wouldn't
stop it
believe
up
it.
jumping
A lot of
because he got that
people come to
floaty
me,
ass
like, I'm in
jump.
this group and I researched. And
Like
there's
headshot
all
me
these
as soon as I
claims, but I
jumped.
went to the leader and they said
just
that's
did a
just
shoot
like a woman who's an ex, like she was in love with the leader and she's a woman scorned, or she just went crazy.
Tried to be,
Those are huge
supportive
red
and all
flags.
of that.
Totally.
And, like people, I never researched NXIVM before I went into it. I
Didn't
only
mind
looked on day
Hebrews,
one.
but it really
and
was not
I was
giving.
like, what's this? And they're like, well, it's it's a smear campaign, which I
Oh, I'm
believed.
getting a lot of value out of these
right?
orbs.
Because if you're
Click on it,
doing
a
good
small
things in the
ass
world, of
phone.
course, there's going to be haters.
Right.
So anything negative about NXIVM, I didn't believe from that point on. But I always encourage people to research.
If they
and
lost
then,
one.
if there's questions, don't go to the leadership. Don't go to the bishop. Go to people outside the group and find out what happened.
Right.
But always, if the people respond to allegations,
This
as
all
that
this person
person
does
went
is blink.
crazy,
This is the same
they
Hanzo.
weren't stable,
Which is why I got
or
annoyed
they're
at our Junkrat. I don't know if I was
overswollen,
unmuted
when
yet.
there's smoke,
But our
there's fire.
Junkrat jumped down
Right.
there instead of just
No,
poking at her from
so
up here. And then he
fascinating
died.
because
And
when
that could
we
have very
watched
easily
that,
led to us
we didn't watch
stopping
it
that
together, but we
payload.
were watching around the same time, and then we'd call each other because we talk on the phone all the time. And she would call me, and what I think struck me
Like, Hagron is so
all of
strong,
you
and people
are,
just refuse to utilize it.
attractive, very engaging, very intelligent. Like people, when I watched it, I was like, I would like this person.
Right.
Like when I saw you, I was like, I would really like her. And I think that goes to show how susceptible we all are to love bombing and a sense of belonging and a sense of community, and how this can gradually lead you to be a part of
She's low,
something
she's low.
that is bananas.
She got a fucking
But we digress because this podcast is about humor.
Bitch.
God.
We gotta get
and
the point. We
about
gotta get the point. We gotta get the point. We
It's
gotta get the
time
point.
for us to get back to that, and we need to play some games with you.
All right. I
Colt,
like games.
Colt or not?
Damn.
Damn, we lost our tape.
Am I gonna get sued?
I'll be back.
No.
No. Okay. Adults that go to Disneyland without their children multiple times a year post about it, multiple
dead.
posts, aka Disney adults, and they have groups that they talk in, meet in, and these, I want to remind the listener and remind you, Sarah, they are going to Disneyland, sans children.
Fortunate.
And for those of you that
They
don't know
got
what sans
overtime.
is, it's French for
French,
without.
yes.
Without.
Yeah. I'm Canadian. So
Oh, yes,
I
you
what that
know.
is. Yeah. Can I make a caveat before we play this game?
Yes.
There's a spectrum of distractions. So like there's things that cults do, and this is what we talk about in our podcast, a little bit culty. Some things are a little culty, and some things are full-on cults.
Right.
So they may use a couple things that a cult would use, but you can walk away from it. No one's going to shun you. That
Exactly.
means it's like culty, like you're a football club. I'd say Disney falls into this. Culty, so it's a little weird. If you leave the group, I don't know what happens because I've never
So
been a
instead of
Disney
you just
adult,
pushing
but
this one little push with us and
definitely
then
strange
you leave us
and
without a
culty, but I
tank
don't know
for
what
longer
it's
than we
called.
should be.
Okay, so a little bit culty.
A little bit culty.
A little bit culty. Okay, I would agree with that assessment. Okay. The next one are, so you're Canadian, but in the United States, particularly in the South, universities are really big with this Greek system,
Good to me,
sororities. Okay. This one is
Fault on me.
iconic in her sorority house,
Ooh, girl.
allegedly.
Behind you,
I'm
behind you, behind
diehard.
you.
And
What was your cult? Oh, I mean, what was your sorority?
Kappa Kappa Gamma.
Great Freudian slip. Kappa Gamma. So here's the deal. She's in a sorority, no big deal. Here's what really grinds my gears, Sarah. When her daughter Emily was born, okay, she
Sigma,
did
please,
not
I'm trying to
have
fucking heal you.
aspirations for Emily to be a CEO, a brain surgeon, a human rights activist. That never even entered her brain. From that moment, from utero all the way, now
Just
Emily's 20, her number one driving goal as a mother was to make Emily a Kappa Gamma. Okay.
You had dragon too,
Emily
right?
becomes a Kappa
Yeah, girl,
Gamma.
but dragon ain't gonna do
We go to
nothing.
Mexico
You just
every,
move the fuck out the
every
way.
year. And all
Or
Emily
Suzu
does
it.
on these trips
Or-
is she follows me around because she knows it bugs the
What's his
shit
face?
out of me. And she's like, be a Kappa, yes, Kappa Gamma. And she does all these cheers around me all the time. Would you say that is a little bit culty, medium
say-
culty, or full-blown culty? And be honest.
I'm not going to say it's full-blown culty because I think that there are some groups and some sororities that are better than others.
Like the
But
ball's
we
been
actually did
problematic
an
for like
episode
3
on this,
pushes,
I
and you
believe
know
the
he
sorority
was.
was Alpha. Did
And
say
you
Phi
fucking
or
went.
Phi?
Alpha Phi.
Alpha Phi.
Hanzo,
with a
you could have just went
little
Sombra in the first
firecracker
place.
of a sorority whistleblower
I actually play
who
Sombra a
believes
lot.
that they're all
Right,
bad and
like,
needs to be abolished. I don't know
the
about
literal
that.
answer
I
to
think there are
this.
probably some groups better, but I
And-
think just the structure of these young women
Whatever, he did it.
who have
That's all I
authority
can
over the
ask
other
for.
young women and the
No
way
wasted
that they're
Suzu.
meant to conform and all look alike and dress alike. It's a concern to me. Like if I was a mom after what I've been through, it wouldn't be what I would choose, but you had a good experience. So
Right.
obviously you want that for your daughter. I just think you have to be aware of, here's the thing, there's no structure in our world right now, no hierarchy that isn't immune to abuses of power.
Sure. Right.
That's what it is. So like,
Sarah, you're saying that when your
Oh, shit.
children were in utero, you
Yeah.
weren't dreaming about them.
He's saying it's
becoming
coming
a
like we
member
can't literally
of
hear
a
it like he
sorority.
can.
I'm not saying anybody here on this episode has done so, but I mean, I always think like I get it. Like, okay, I was in this, and I want my kid to be in this. But I mean, this was.
Shout out, huh?
I mean, there was a lot of premeditation. There was
Right.
There was.
But what I
Also
got
a lot
out
of
of
pressure.
it,
They also have
There
the
was pressure.
secret handshakes that they won't let
every-
anybody know about.
culty.
culty.
Not the M-Morph Fueled one.
But I have such good
If you don't
friends.
finish it off.
Like I still run around,
Hey.
ride or die with like 7
I
or
didn't
8
have
of
my
them
fade
when
up
I
yet.
was 18 years old.
My fade was
that
not
is
up yet.
Such a and they've been so
Slut
helpful
him.
throughout my life, and we've maintained closeness. Like that's what I associate it with, not
You
the
have
secret
nano
handshake.
flux.
Right. And you want that for your daughter. And
Right.
just, I have ride or die friends from Nexium, and we've been through a lot together, and I wouldn't change that for anything.
Or should I?
I do think Pump's
I'm-
verdict is in. And
I think it's actually a great example because it shows that there's always good in all these groups. And
Yep.
some people can go through it. Some people went through Nexium and they said I had a great time. I learned how to do goals. I learned how to communicate. It wasn't a sex cult for me.
right.
So that's true. And so I think you can have your
Think about
experience
you, Orb,
and be
there.
happy that you didn't
Yep.
have that experience, Pumps, and also still say, but there are problems with the system. And maybe there's a way to have it in a way that's safe. And
Reaper, the point.
have,
Reaper,
like,
Reaper,
adults
the
oversee
point.
it, but the way that I see it now, it's really unhealthy.
Yeah, no, I would die on that cross. I really would. Okay, so we really want to be popular in Canada, and Canada they don't like us. So
Why?
what can I don't know?
We
That's
don't
what
get
we're
it.
asking you. What can we do to bring on more Canadians?
Do we just reek
Of American?
Americans?
Is it our accents?
I mean, it's definitely the accent, I think, is.
Do I
is-
have the accent or is it her?
I have a terrible one.
You both do.
God
do.
damn it.
Yeah.
It only took us 3 minutes to attack
Maybe
them last time.
one of you needs to go brunette. I don't know. Like, might
Oh,
just
really?
be too much blonde.
Well, you're
Yeah.
way darker hair than me, so that'd be you.
Why are you sacrificing me?
Because your hair by nature
I'm
is
willing
darker
to
than
do.
me.
I don't know if I want. Okay.
Before I forget, you mentioned on an episode that you've had it with mega churches.
Oh, I have up to my eyeballs.
Right. And I want to make sure that you've watched the TV series Righteous Gemstones.
Yes.
All over it. Every
Love to.
episode. It is so good,
so good.
Sarah. It is so good.
I'm not acting anymore, but if I were to act, it would be on that show. I'm just going to put it out there.
No, it's fantastic.
so smart. It is so
smart.
good, and it is so culty. I
Yes.
would say.
So culty. It is
Okay.
so culty.
Sarah, I cannot thank you enough. I cannot believe it's like Touch Us because we watched
Right.
The Vow and then here you are on our little podcast.
Yes.
And we cannot thank you enough for joining us. It has meant the world to us and I've enjoyed this so much.
Yes, thank you,
Thank
Sarah.
you so much.
Sarah, tell our listeners where to find you.
Yes. You can find me on Instagram, Sarah Edmondson, and a little bit culty. Both of those handles are on Instagram. I also have my own website, sarahedmondson.com, and there's great resources on there if you feel like you might be in a cult or you need to recover from a cult. You can get all sorts of therapy and references there.
And your book Scarred is on hard copy, digital, and audiobooks, correct?
Yes, and I narrated the Audible, which is kind of cool because you get to have my voice in your ear for 9 hours.
Excellent. Sarah, thank you so much.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks for having me. Take care, ladies.
Bye. Take
If
care.
we lose this, I'm done for the day because this is the second match that we would have lost that we didn't
think that
deserve
this
to.
is something that you really need to take a look into is this cult activity of yours and indoctrinating your daughter into it. Because we have, basically everybody in the room kind of felt it was culty, the expert. Yeah, I think that there's
McCree fell off the map. Let's use this as a time to really get something done.
And I think there's some weird ass shit going on. And Pumps,
maybe you're just jealous.
Pumps has the I'm just. That's what I want to do is go hang out with 200 women at a time. I'm chomping at the bit to do that. It's my worst fucking nightmare.
No, I know, but I just loved it. I mean, like love.
That's how people feel that are in cults. They love it. Scientologists, you know what they do with their kids?
They put them on a boat.
They make them be Scientologists.
Yeah. I'm glad Emily is. Makes me so happy.
That's it's just culty. Culty. Hey, follow us on
all platforms, TikTok, Instagram. Like, subscribe, rate, and if you want, write a review. And
DM us a voice memo of what you've had it with. And DM us some stuff about cults. Like if you were in a cult, keep them 30 seconds or less. DM to our Instagram at I've Had It Podcast. Other than that, we will
see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday, everyone.
Did
Bye.
they have an honor or no? Mercy Kirko? That's what it was, I think. No, it was Mercy Bat. That's what it was. Because I killed the bat.
Fight.
Round it back up to your last episode. What did you tell me last night? Share with the listener what you got. A new hair product that you got.
I got a hair fragrance spray. It's by Crown Affair. It's the name of the company. And I saw it online and used it this morning for the first time.
Perfect.
And I smelled your hair when you got here.
cold earlier,
great.
honestly.
It does, and I haven't seen the video of this production yet, but I'm anticipating that I look as good as I did last time. But
maybe even better.
I want to talk about some of the real life feedback you got from the first episode where people confirmed the cologne abuse.
Well, I'm not going to name anyone, but
Where the
several
fuck is Ash? Like
came
jumped
up to
in the
me and
air.
said, "You really do, Josh. I've always thought that, and I didn't want to tell you.
Yeah.
But now that the cat's out of the bag,
right.
But here's the thing: I've always known that I have.
They just
So
ran
no one's
through
really
us.
enlightening me about it because I do it knowing that I'm doing it.
But let me ask you this. Since it's been outed and then some confirmed.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Since then, are you still using as many squirts?
I may use one or two less squirts,
See,
but I mean,
okay.
so it may take it from 8 to 6.
Okay.
Two matches.
But it's
Motherfuckers
not-
act like they
not
don't know
a
how to play the game
drastic
anymore when it's time for them to
reduction.
actually
8 squirts,
contribute
huh?
something.
Well, there's wrist, neck, arms.
Gotcha.
There's different areas that get 2 or 3
Gotcha.
to make sure it gets. And then sometimes you want to get the shirt area before the jacket goes over. So there's a whole.
Now, how do you balance the cologne with the new hair scent?
Are you beating his ass?
It's a good question. I mean, I haven't run into that yet. To where I have kind of dueling scents.
Right.
When someone's close to me, they go, God, your hair smells one way, but your body smells
Right.
another. You know, it's weird.
You might have to think about that.
I'm excited to sort of see.
How that plays out.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, I got my nose right in your hair to smell it, and I didn't notice the cologne.
I will say this though, I didn't put on any cologne today because I
Okay.
didn't wear a suit all day. I put the suit on for the podcast, so I didn't. Otherwise, you would have smelled a stronger odor coming
Let me
from
ask you
this
this.
direction.
Did you put the suit on in part because you got a lot of positive feedback about how goddamn good you looked on that rollout? So you thought, I've set the bar.
Let me equate it to the James Bond series. for
Of
example.
course.
A perfect equivalent.
Of
So
course.
when you see Daniel Craig wearing that Tom Ford or Brioni suit,
Right. It's Tom Ford.
he's not going to make the next movie not wearing the Tom Ford suit.
Right.
I mean, he's just not going to have.
Right.
What are they going to do? Put him in a Dillard suit or something? I mean,
Right.
It's not going to happen. So he's got to
Right.
look as good in the follow-up movie as he did in the first one.
Because I think it makes perfect sense for a man in Oklahoma City as he gets dressed to think Daniel Craig, James
See, I'm
Bond.
taller than
Well,
Daniel
and
Craig.
I'm
That's a-
going to
that's a-
put
that's a-
on. I'm going to put on this MI6 badass Tom Ford suit, and I'm going to take the 45-second drive from my house to my wife's office, and prance up there. Hot shit, James Bond, and I think that makes perfect sense. You know, tonight
But
I
like-
think I might wear a formal gown.
Okay.
You
But
know?
but there's a difference because for those 73 people that watch this on your YouTube channel,
Right.
I want them to see exactly what I look like.
Consistency.
Consistency.
But you also want them to see consistency in
just that it was no
sustained-
fluke that he looks that good. I want to make sure that they understand it wasn't a fluke. I wasn't just having a good day.
Right,
That
this
this is
is-
exactly how it is every single day. When I wake up, this is what I look like.
So have you Googled yourself to see if it's replaced? If
The cool
your-
sculpting.
Yeah, the
disaster.
new look has replaced the old stuff on there.
I'm hoping this episode really takes off to where it like pumps everything else about me below this episode.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna wait and see.
That's fair.
I definitely need to scrub the Google.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's talk about instances where we wish we could check the shotgun, and I'm going to tell you
Okay.
one that I've had it with.
Okay.
When I travel for work and I go and check into a hotel room, I walk up. You've been TSA'd. You've done all the stuff. I'm like, "Hi, Jennifer Welch. Here's my credit card. Here's my ID."
Totally.
And they immediately say, "Oh, are you here for business or pleasure?"
But
and I'm
not
like,
ju- not-
"Hang on." And I'm like, "Business." "Oh, what do you do for a living?" "I'm an interior designer." "What are you working on?" And I literally, at this point, I think I just want to start saying, "Listen, I'm a high-end call girl,
Right.
and I'm here with a bag of cocaine, and I'm going to turn some tricks." I don't want to answer those questions, and I feel angry when they start asking me because all I want to do is just check into the hotel.
But you haven't even mentioned when they want to show you the room.
Yes.
And show you
Yes.
the facility. the
Right. You're
hotel.
like, I can figure. I've been in a hotel
It's
before.
just again a shotgun approach up front for these service-oriented businesses. They need to really consider this little box. that
Shotgun
people-
check-in.
because it would help them as well. It would require less manpower because you're dealing with people less.
Right.
The dinners would go much faster. You could seat more people at the table. It's just a win-win for everybody. The waitresses and waiters, they probably get
Make
tired
more
of
money.
talking to people.
Right, and they don't care what you're
the
doing in
people
town.
at the hotel, the concierge, they probably get tired of talking to people. They're just told to do it by their management. So it's a win-win.
Yeah.
So, hotel check-in,
Hotel check-in, dinners,
dining.
I have a great one.
Okay.
When you go get a new phone at the AT&T store.
Shotgun service.
I don't want to know all the features. I don't want to know anything
Yeah.
other than, is this going to be my new phone?
Here's the best.
And then I'm out.
Here's the best one: buying a car.
Oh my God, that was my next one.
Why are you screaming?
Because it's so exciting. We had the exact same thought.
Buying a car.
It's horrible. They want to go over all the
this
features.
is better though. I'm going to put, because I don't just get a haircut, I get a beard trim. I'm going to put personal grooming where you should be able to check the box because there's always this unnecessary bantering coming with a haircut or a beard trim.
Yes. And that's what's been great about the nail salons no longer being.
But they don't speak.
They don't speak English,
so
and they
Yeah,
talk to each
that's-
other about how terrible you
that-
are, but you don't know and you don't care.
That's sort of like checking the box, except they're not in a rush to get you in and out.
Oh, my place knows.
Oh, that's good. But I think just in all aspects of any sort of service business,
Right, the
checking
shotgun.
box, like you need to offer that to your clients.
I wish my clients would take that.
Well, just throw it out there.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing. I say, let me just shotgun this whole thing, and I'll just let you know when your project's done.
Just going to say, look, I have impeccable taste. I've been doing this a long time. Here's my products. I offer this shotgun service to where you and I don't have to talk about all this bullshit about your carpet, wallpaper, curtains, drapes, fabrics. We don't have to do that. We
don't have to-
shotgun it.
We shotgun it. I
Right.
install it.
I
it's
send you a
done.
big fat bill. I
Done.
shotgun it.
Right. Yes.
Just shotgun this bill. Pay it today.
Yeah, the payment, invoicing people. Shotgun.
Here's another thing I'd like to shotgun. I love my vet, Tiffany. I love you more than anything. But she comes by, she's like one of these unleashed vets where she comes to you. We have this cat listener, and the cat has diabetes, has a lot of problems. It's a female. Josh always calls it a he. And anyway,
that cat,
the cat has a lot of issues.
Yeah.
But the cat has like diabetes, and now she's got some liver problem. And Tiffany will call me, and she'll start telling me in detail. All of the blood levels, what it means, what's normal. And I think I'm going to start saying, just Tiffany, I want to shotgun it. How many more years do we have with this cat?
I think that cat is well past its lifespan anyway.
Those cats live forever.
That may be the best example of a shotgun yet.
I'd say shotgun to the
You're
euthanasia.
basically saying, I don't want your information.
I want to communicate less. I want less friends, fewer friends.
On your social activities, you can shotgun all of those.
What about shotgun sex?
The only thing that, that's
totally,
the absolute
that's a
best.
great one. That's the absolute
that's the best one. The only thing I know for a fact that Jennifer Welch will never, ever shotgun is pickleball. She will milk that cow for 3 to 4 hours until every ball has been hit.
Right.
Every point has been played. Every exchange about the point has been made. It could go on and on and on, and she will never shotgun it. By the way, for the listener, we might want to play this up front. If you're not into shotgunning things, you're going to absolutely hate this episode.
Right.
So, and we don't want to do them a disservice by extending this conversation longer than it needs to be. We've made ourselves very clear about how we feel about.
So we're going to shotgun the end of this episode.
We're going to shotgun the end of this. I'm going to let you girls do your thing. We're not going to put out the listener anymore. I've enjoyed being here. I love Jennifer Denise Welch. She's my wife. She's the mother of my children. She has kept me sober and sane.
Oh.
She is my personal Jesus. I love pumps. I love you more than anything in the world. You've been my longest friend that I have in my existence. And thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. We love you, Joshy.
We love you, Josh.
Thank you. So do your thing and let's whip out of here.
Let's wrap. That's okay. That's code for Josh is done.
Let's shotgun the ending. Send us a voice memo. Follow us. See you next Tuesday. See you next Thursday. Either way, it spells see you later, cunts. Bye.
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 Let's hear it. I've had it with that. So are we supposed to start the podcast?
Listen up, listener. We have a special
Please
guest
ain't
in
ass
our pre-show today, and it is my favorite.
Get your ass out that staff
my
tower.
soulmate, my companion, like none other.
Well, after.
Tubbers.
Oh.
Little Tubbers can be
You get a pass
separated
this
from
time,
Mama.
I
He's in my
guess.
lap, and he wanted to be on the podcast.
Little kids intervene.
And we have received some messages on the social media.
Wait, I
People
need a
saying, "Had
pill.
it,
Do you
but
have
not
any in the
seen
house? Let me
Tubbers."
just see.
And so today is their day.
Other one in my
Yes,
pocket.
yes, and we also have
I
received
think I saw
some
one in the
messages on
house, in that
social
chest in the
media
house. Let
claiming
me
that
check
you
while I'm here.
are the real star.
Because if there is
of
one,
the
I'm coming in
podcast.
there.
So in that vein, I'm going to let the real star tell us what she's had it with.
What I've had it with is people filming
Did Leah
themselves
move the
crying
chest?
and posting it on the internet.
I know she on
Unbelievable. Like, I'm going to cry,
I don't
I'm going to
expect
record
her to
myself,
fight.
and then I'm going to post it for sympathy. I cannot wrap my head around it.
Are you getting this?
Where
in
is
your,
the
like,
chest
For
that
You
was in
feed?
here?
Like with the mukbang?
I don't know. I think it just came up. I think it's TikTok. I think that was the offender. And I'm just like, why
Look
is
at my
this happening? Who
T61.
would do this?
T161.
I mean, of course they're exponentially younger, like 20s.
Right.
Young, maybe even
Right.
younger than that.
Right.
But then I've also
What you gonna tell
seen
him? To just relog?
specifically where Emily
delete
has
his
sent me
my storage.
somebody that I know that's
Oh, delete his
posted
what
about
storage?
herself crying.
In my storage.
And I've had it with that.
Oh, okay.
Is there no decorum or etiquette?
You know, when you
To
told
me,
somebody
that's
that I
such a-
screenshotted it and put it in my little
Pardon the
Discord.
pun. Cry for help.
Oh, there's all
Mhm.
kinds-
It's such a
there's
cry
4
for
other people in
attention.
Yeah,
with
I mean,
me.
that is so pathetic.
It is so pathetic, especially when it's like, my
Oh, what you
boyfriend
mean,
broke up
Insta?
with me, so now I'm going to record
No, I
myself
mean-
crying. Like, bitch, have some pride.
I think
You know what,
people are
if you
just
can-
doing too many
If
things
you can
on
meta
the
it, go
internet.
buy like 10 or 12,
Agree.
like 20
It's just
pills.
the oversharing is
And I'll pay you
out
back.
of control.
Hold on.
What about the people that are like
Zuko?
crying and they're holding up like pieces of paper and it's like,
I don't have a plan. Do you have a plan? Do you have an arena pill?
Page found out my mom has breast cancer and they keep doing the pages when they could just speak, but they do it via, like
I've had it with that.
Love Actually, where the guy
Yes,
does it.
yes.
You want to go buy
That's
some?
cute.
That's adorable. And that's a movie and it's fiction and it never happened. But people are doing this on the internet, like, to bring awareness to maybe an earthquake or a hurricane, and they're doing the cards. It's too much.
I just completely would not
All
even
right,
watch
fine,
till the end because I'm like, if you
fine.
can't tell me within the first few seconds, I don't want to know.
Right.
If I have to go through 47 card changes,
right,
to find out why you're upset. I also have seen.
Are you
where
hunting
it's like,
right now?
I'm feeling really lonely today. If you could give me a shout out.
I was going to tell you to come scoop me. I'm bored.
Just say you're feeling lonely and ask random strangers to say hi. And does that help?
Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about when people
No,
just
no,
randomly
no.
post like,
I'll go
I'm going
deliver
through a
some
lot,
coffee
pray
to
for me.
people, I guess.
And that's all they tell you.
Right. I
Okay,
think they're
Tubby-
dying for you to direct message and ask.
Tubby has left the podcast, everybody. No more tubs in the chair. Okay, when
Somebody
people
had
post
a
something
fucking-
super cryptic, like everybody.
Somebody
pray for
had
my
an
sister,
arena
she's
bill.
going through a lot.
See, I think that is just you were dying for somebody to reach out and say, "Oh my gosh, what's going on?" Like your friends that have your number, or people on direct message that you don't know.
Well, the problem with that is when I see something like that, then I'm going to mutual friends. I'm clicking on the people that comment on that. I'm trying to figure out what happened, and because you need to know,
right?
Because they're putting it out there,
Me
and I think
tweeting
it's
it.
chicken shit to not just say what it is that's the problem.
They're trying to control and make the attention last longer.
Right.
So they get more attention of, oh my gosh, what's wrong, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And all the comments are the same. You can do it, or I'm with you. Just like stupid shit.
Prayer warriors unite.
I mean, it's just
I've
too
had
much.
it. I've had it. And it's like if something's going on, if it's super juicy, that's all the more reason if you're going to go to the internet, just go ahead and take it over the finish line.
Right.
Take it over.
Who owned that
the
damn
finish
arcade?
line. Please pray for me.
And how do I
My
steal it from them?
Husband, I just busted my husband
it's
with a bunch of
Nick Money.
cocaine and a prostitute.
Right.
Then I'm like, okay,
right.
Thank you so much
I go
for
to Ruben,
landing
so
the plane.
Ruben.
And for not being
How
cryptic
do I
about this,
propose
because
a
now we all
little,
know what the fuck is going on, and that frees
Yeah, I
up the
too
rest
like
of my day.
mining. It's the
And I don't
thrill
have
of,
to,
something
deep dive
exploding
into
in my
Facebook
face.
or Instagram or whatever it is to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I think those kind of posts are designed to keep people asking
No.
what the problem is.
Right.
I like my
I think
rocks
it's a
unstable.
total and complete attention-seeking behavior.
It just amazes me how much people
Exactly.
feel like they need to share online with other people.
How many you want? Should I
mean,
get you said
that's
like
the
20?
number one example.
It is too much.
It is too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. I
Fine,
mean,
I'm
I
gonna tell
only
me about
cry
it.
maybe like once a year.
Right.
And I'm dead serious.
I mean, I'm
about
not a
that.
crier either.
It takes a lot for me to cry.
Right.
The last thing I'm going to think about when I'm crying is filming it.
Getting a phone and filming it, making sure I look cute. I mean, that is ridiculous.
It's bananas.
It's bananas.
On my way, Zuko.
All right.
I've had it. Has breast cancer, and they keep doing the pages when they could just speak, but they do it via, like the
I've had it with that.
Love Actually, where the guy
Yes,
does it.
yes.
Now
That's cute.
That's adorable, and that's a
I think
movie,
we call
and
it
it's
turtle.
fiction, and it never happened. But people are doing this on the internet, like, to bring awareness to maybe an earthquake or a hurricane, and they're doing the cards. It's too much.
I just completely would not even watch till the end because I'm like, if you can't tell me within the first few seconds, I don't want to know.
Right.
If I have to go through 47 card changes
Right.
to find out why you're upset. I also have seen where it's like, I'm feeling really lonely today. If you could give me a shout out, that'd make me feel better. And I'm like, is that necessary? To say you're feeling lonely and ask for random strangers to say hi? And does that help?
Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about when people just randomly post, like, I'm going through a lot, pray for me. And that's all they tell you.
Right. I
Okay,
think they're
Tubby-
dying for you to direct message and ask.
Tubby has left the podcast, everybody. No more Tubbs in the chair. Okay, when people post something super cryptic, like, everybody pray for my sister, she's going through a lot.
See, I think that is just you were dying for somebody
Right.
to reach out and say, oh my gosh, what's
Free
going
at
on?
87K.
Like your friends that have your number or people on direct message that you don't know.
Well, the problem with that is when I see something like that, then I'm going to mutual friends. I'm clicking on the people that comment on that. I'm
Liga
trying to
must have
figure
been.
out
She was
what
like, "Fuck you," and your staff
'cause you need
points.
to
I was
know.
like, "Yeah, bitch."
Right, because they're putting it out there. And
You
I
could
think
never
it's
compare to a real
chicken
bitch.
shit to not just say what it is that's the problem.
They're trying to control and make the attention last longer.
Right.
So they
That's
get
what
more
it's
attention.
doing.
Of, oh my
He
gosh,
done
what's
kidnapped
wrong, blah, blah, blah.
somebody.
Right.
And all the comments are the same.
No, he provided
You
dog
can
shit
do
RP.
it, or I'm with you. Just like
He
stupid
did.
shit.
Wait, what?
Prayer warriors
He
unite.
provided
I mean,
dog shit
it's just
RP.
I've had it.
much.
I've
Oh.
had it. And it's like if something's going on, if it's super juicy, that's all the more reason if you're going to go to the internet, just go ahead and take it over
Right.
the finish line.
Right.
Take it over the finish line. Please pray for me. My husband, I just busted my husband with a
Last
bunch
night,
of cocaine
like
and a prostitute.
before me and Flutter
I'm like,
played
okay,
Overwatch,
great.
I
Thank
got
you so much for landing
on
the plane and for not being
what
cryptic
is- I
about
got
this because
on,
now we all know what the
Legacy
fuck is going
because,
on.
like,
And
there
it
was, like, no
frees up the
staff.
rest of my day.
and I be feeling bad
And I
sometimes.
don't have to,
like I'll be
you
like,
know,
damn,
deep
like it ain't
dive
nobody.
into
Like, what if somebody
Facebook
just
or
gonna run somebody
Instagram
over?
or
They just
whatever
gonna
it is to
keep
figure
doing
out what
it.
the hell's going on.
Yeah, I think those
Yeah,
kind
they're
of
just
posts are
dead.
designed to keep people asking what the problem is.
Right.
I mean, I think it's a total and complete attention
So
seeking.
should I?
It just amazes me how
Well,
much
so when
people
people
feel
RDM
like they
people,
need to share online.
and like
with
I
other
see it,
people.
obviously it's free for me to like RDM and BM. It's free for me to just ban them.
It is.
Yeah.
But
too
also
much.
like
It is too much.
It's
so
too
with stuff
much.
like that, I
And
don't have
only
to
cry
always
maybe
have a
like
clip.
once
Like
a year.
it's
Right.
And I'm dead serious.
it's
I mean,
on
I'm
their
not gonna cry
logs and
either.
stuff.
I
If
just
somebody
think it
wants to
takes a
like
lot
verify
for me.
the
Right.
The last thing I'm going
Yeah.
to think
The
about
thing.
when I'm crying is filming it.
and then
Getting
I
a
know
phone
that
and
when
filming
they
it,
when they
making sure I
disconnect,
look
I mean when they
cute.
like
I mean,
FA
that
quit,
is
that definitely shows
ridiculous.
as well.
Bananas.
It's bananas.
Let me tell you what I've had it with.
It's just some
I've
stuff
had
like
it.
like for example, like if somebody says like the
And
N
it
word
is
or
a
something
total
or a
fucking
slur of any
scam
kind,
perpetrated on the American public.
I just
Yeah,
don't know.
Every single day.
Just make sure they're
It
not
is
in RP,
breaking
like
news.
with like
Oh
EMS
my
or
gosh,
cops or
I
something.
hate. It's not
But
breaking
if
if
they're
you've been
like
talking
straight up
about it for
saying
5
like
hours.
the hard
And
R,
it's
you can get rid of them.
abused.
It is abused.
So much that I'm so desensitized
Right.
from what breaking news actually is.
Agree.
So there was a
All of the
time
news
where
channels do it.
like
Yep.
And everything is
I forgot when it was, but you
breaking
remember when
Right. It's
Abby
not
came and
breaking
picked somebody up because he
There's
was
nothing
like
breaking about it because
dropping slurs
like,
left and
when I
right.
get up in the
I think he was
morning, I would
calling us
turn it on,
men
and then
and
that
shit.
night,
And
I
like
would
Abby
turn on
popped
the
up like
news.
out of nowhere
They're
because I
still
think she
saying
was
breaking
spectating
news, and
him.
it's like we've had 12
And
hours.
she popped up
It
and then she
cannot
like
still be breaking
snatched him
news.
and like took
I'll
him
get an
somewhere.
alert on my phone
And
that
I
says
don't know
breaking
what
news,
she
and I
did
don't
to
even really
him,
look
but
at it
she's
anymore
also
because I
Abby, so she can
know
do whatever
it's
the
a
fuck she wants.
blowhard event.
But it's like
It's a total blowhard event that is a nothing burger.
Right. I
Zico?
absolutely could not agree more. I do think that CNN got a bunch of backlash on always having the breaking news, and
I'm gonna be honest,
supposedly
I
they're
don't see
better.
you, friend.
But I don't know because I don't watch them anymore.
No, I only watch the BBC, and it's only
I
breaking
can't
if it's
hear
major.
you either.
Right,
You're
it's
like
breaking
under the rock.
if a war starts, or it's breaking if somebody dies.
Right, or a presidential election is called.
Right,
Right.
It is not breaking for a week.
This is
Donald
the test
Trump
of my
sends
morals.
a 3 a.m.
'Cause
tweet. I
if
mean,
I was
that
a
was
bad
just
person, I'd
like
be
breathing
abusing
oxygen.
staff
Right.
powers.
You
to
know,
do
it just
this.
was not breaking news.
Right.
And so, I mean, I
But
am
I'm not a
just
bad
up
person,
to
so I'm
my
not going to do it.
eyeballs with the
You just get out
American
and look
news system.
around.
So,
I think
I want to welcome
I think
everybody to
Zico is, but I
I've
have
Had It
no idea where
Podcast,
he's at.
And I am a minor supporting player in this podcast. I'm Jennifer, the real star.
You picked like literally the wrong